Yo, follow me on Twitch.
Yo, look at this. This is crazy. Look at this. Splatoon 3 Summer Nights. This is beautiful. I'm like I'm like shocked at how amazing this looks. This is so cool. And this is just the Splatoon 1 Ingopolis Plaza, right? I kind of want to see what the other maps look like. I want to see that. Squid Sisters have new hair. Get out. Shut the front door. All right, Palace versus Theme Park versus Beach. Now, you guys know I picked Team Theme Park, okay, because I have taste. But I'm willing to bet that Theme Park is the most... Never mind. Huh. That's not what I was expecting. Huh. Yeah, Palace? You guys would... I mean, I get... Okay, Palace is good. Theme Park is actually in last. Beach has the second most? I guess Beach is pretty cool. It'd be cool to have, like, to rent out a beach. I would love to rent out a beach for, like, a party. That'd be pretty dope. And a Palace would be kind of awesome, too. But a theme park... Because like, not for me, but for other people... Whatever. We're getting sidetracked. That's not the point. The point is that it's time to play on... What is it? Robo Ramen, Flounder Heights, Lumeria Hub, and Macro Mart. Okay, cool. That's fine. Important question. Favorite roller coaster? Dude, I've never even been on a roller coaster. This is for you guys, chat. That question is for y'all, not me. Lord knows I am not qualified to submit a legitimate answer in that. You know? I love this game. It's so cool. Everything is so fun. The flavor is so awesome. Taking you to Six Flags? Nah, dude, it's not because I've just never had exposure to a roller coaster. It's a deliberate choice. Which is ironic that I'm picking this team. Wow, look at Callie. Why is my controller so shaky? She's got a shrimp on her head. You're telling me a shrimp? Callie, this hat? You could literally eat Callie's hat. Why am I shaking so much? I'm literally holding my controller still. Why is that? I'm just so nervous, man. Okay, so they do. She has like new hair. Like a new hairdo. Dude, this is so cool. What kind of food does Marie have? She's got an oyster on her head. And she's wearing like a I don't even know what that is. And she's got different hair. Dude, this is so cool. Little 15-year-old me is looking at this and it feels so happy and at peace. Especially hearing the Splatfest music. This is wild, man. I'm such a nerd. I'm such a... You know what I mean? But it's so cool. It's so cool. That they just, like, they do cool things like this. You know what I mean? They love... this game, they love the players. I fully believe that they do. I still believe that they do. I do want to see the other lobbies, though. I want to see what's cooking. Ooh, this was my Splatoon 2 gear. We should buy that. Not that I'm gonna wear it. What's taking so long? Thank you. Okay. Cool shoes. I'll rock those. They look dope. Anything else? Nothing for me. Okay. Let's go to the train station because I want to check out Ingopolis. Let's see what Pearl and Marina are up to, huh? See what they're doing. I'm willing to bet they're dancing on stage. Look at this! Look how crazy this looks, dude! Oh my god, this is amazing! Wow, look at Marigold! I love Marigold! This is so cool, the pineapples. I love the Monstera everywhere. It's my favorite plant. That makes me very happy. Oh my god, the turtle has sunglasses. That's flames. That's heat. Alright, what do we got? Wow, Pearl going for the kind of grunge metal sort of outfit. I respect it. It's pretty cool. What's Marina got? She got the shades? The futuristic shades? That's pretty dope. Okay, this is cool, man. I'm digging this. Alright, I know I really want to go see what's going on in the main square. That's in Splatsville. They're probably turning up in Splatsville, doing LSD in the streets. You know how they do here. Hooray, what do we got? Wow, we have lemon. Oh, well, okay, it's really hard to Look at the idols with these floating platform gimmick. I'm sure they're there. We've got Lemon Shiver. That's pretty cool. Or Lime, I guess. Lemon and Lime. Looks pretty cool, though. Who's next? Oh, this lobby looks really dope, too. Okay, you can see them on the big screen. Oh, she's Blueberry! Blueberry Fry! Why are they fruit? I don't understand that. I don't get why that's a thing. I mean, it's cool. Oh, Big Man Watermelon! Yeah! Never mind. That's that is as good as it gets, dude. That is so dope. Big Man Watermelon. Are you serious? That's the best thing I've ever seen. I love him. I love him so much. Wow, Blueberry Fry is pretty dope too. Whoa, look at this. Dude, oh my god, it's Light Laser. Dude, it's Light Laser is in the game. That's so dope. Wow, look at the decorations in the Monstera. That's so beautiful. All right, I'm sold. I love this. This is awesome. I am amazed. Like, they did such a good job with the decorations and everything. This is so cool. All right, this is dope. I love when they give us special theme Splatfests. I really, really do. Somebody put some work into setting up these decorations, doing all the lighting and all the models and everything. This is so cool just for this one event. Look at this. It really feels like summer. This is the perfect Splatfest to have because I'm going on vacation next week. So, like, tomorrow. Like, I leave tomorrow. So this is the perfect, like, summer segue. You know what I mean? Is for Splatoon to be celebrating it. Who would have guessed? All right, what are we starting with today? I am the comprehensible guitarist. I don't know what that means. I appreciate it, though. I like to think of myself as a comprehensible guitarist. So, that's pretty cool. If you look up Nintendo on the trial right now, sometimes they give away codes for free online for a week. What's that, like 4 cents? 4 cents worth if it's $20 a year? Actually, I could do that. It's $20 divided by 52. That's 38 cents. Nintendo gives you 38 cents. That's pretty good. I'll take that. I'll take that, man. All right. Let's go ahead and... what's going on over here? What are you alerting me about? Why is that there? I've never seen that before. Oh, extra work. Oh, extra work is going on right now. Okay. It's going on now or it's going on later? 2 extra work. Okay, that's what it was trying to tell me. Not right now. Oh. Wait, so what happens if it... Oh, it's the 19th. Oh, okay, I see. It's telling me that it's coming up. What is extra work? Do you just get rewarded more for the same thing? Is that all that it is? For regular Splatoon? Let me change my gear around a little bit before we get rolling. I like this Nautilus most, if I'm being honest. 5 waves? Oh, extra work. I see. I see. So you do get more stuff because it's 5 waves. I've actually never done extra work. Believe it or not. I wish I could do it because I'm gonna be gone during then. So, by the way, about vacation, I'm leaving for a whole week. So I won't be live until either next Saturday or maybe even like next Monday or Sunday or something like that. I'm not sure. And I don't even mean this upcoming one. I mean like the 21st, 2nd, and 3rd. Like that's around the time that I'm getting back. So, dude, look at the... It looks like ocean water. This is the most beautiful Splatfest I've ever seen. Are you kidding? Are you going back to Paris to scale the Eiffel Tower? No. Whoa, it's all bubbly and cool. Dude. This is fantastic. I feel like I should change my gear. Just in celebration of this. I feel like I'm not dressed for the vacation. I feel like I'm not prepped. Oh, fizzy bombs. That's right. I forgot that fizzy bombs were a thing that they've added that we get to enjoy. That's fun. That's a good time. Forget how you get them again? Is it from killing players? Or just covering turf, maybe? Or your team gets it or something? Okay, well, I'm not gonna find out. My album is about to be 90% blueberry fry. Blueberry fry, blueberry pie. Those things rhyme. I don't know. They have nothing to do with each other other than I guess there's a blueberry involved. They rhyme, so that's kind of what I was going for. Look, man, not everything that comes out of my mouth is going to be peak comedy. Most of it is. Don't get me wrong. Most of the things I say are going to be hilarious. So prepare for that. But the majority, some of it's not. Some of it's going to be a real... Okay, killing players gives you more fizz bangs. And dying doesn't help. Okay, it's cool. Gotta remember how to play Splatoon again, man. Gotta get back into it. I like these colors. I always love... Dude, I love that it looks like the ocean! It looks like ocean water! And it moves! It, like, moves with the weight. That is so cool, man. This is the dopest thing ever. One of the coolest Splatfest they've ever done. Like, Scary Fest or whatever it was. Spooky Fest. What was it called? Fright Fest? Something like that. The Halloween Splatfest. That was good too. But this one is awesome. I love what I'm seeing right now. I'll get him. I'll get him. I'll get him. Yes, I won't. So 3 of us, but we got it. Alright, use the fizz bangs. Don't forget that I have those. I very frequently do. Stop with that. Ironically, I've been playing Splatoon all day. Between the, speedrun and this. Just not the kind of Splatoon that, like, is gonna help me in Turf War, you know? This ain't gonna do much for us. This will cover up a little bit. That should help. I think that was a win. That was definitely a win, right? Maybe not. Maybe not so much. Hey, I'll take it by 1%. First game of the day was a win. I think that's pretty good. Oh, the CEO of gaming was on our team. That's why we won. And oh, I thought his name was Crazy Poop. Crazy Pop, not Crazy Poop. Do not mix that up. They are not the same thing. Theme park for the win, dude. That's what I'm talking about. Very slim margin that we won that by, but we did it nonetheless. Again, I promised I was going to complete my catalog this season, and I'm committing to it, okay? When is the next season? September, right? It's September 9th. Or September... Yeah, 9th, right? Because that's when Splatoon came out. So the next season is a while from now. Yeah, keep going. Wanted to make sure I had enough level up tickets, but I have 2. August 31st at 8 p.m. That's weird. It changes at the first of the month. Yeah, but Splatoon came out on the 9th, so I guess I thought, for some reason, the new season would come out when the game started. I don't know why I thought that. Strange. Okay, well, 31st. Alright, cool. Good to know. Good to know. So we have over a month. Granted, I will not be playing any Splatoon next week. Excuse me, next week. So much for completing the catalog then. But I will do it. It's possible we don't get a catalog after this, right? Maybe we do get a new season with new content. I don't know. I feel like Final Fest is going to be in, like, October. You know what I mean? I feel like that's around the time it's going to happen. Because they said 2 years of content. And this next season would mark the end of those 2 years. So they still could add content in that season. You know, and so it's, I think they probably will. Because they didn't really treat this season like it was the last that they were adding content, right? I think Summer Nights is going to be the last special Splatfest, unless they find a way to do a Halloween Splatfest or something of the sort between now and then. But I don't know. I think Final Fest... Well, Final Fest, I guess, is technically the last, like, special Splatfest, right? But I think this is the last non-Final Fest, you know, event Splatfest. And maybe we have, like, 1 or 2 more Splatfests left. Like, one in August, or one in September, rather. And then... I don't know. Something else. But that's my guess. That's all my assumption about this. The music is heat. I forgot I have fizz bangs. I do not recall utilizing utilizing these last time. I don't know how much help they're really gonna be to me. I'm gonna spam them like there's no tomorrow. It's just turf war, right? So I guess I just need to... Whoa! Get away from that first off. Get these guys down. Call it a day. Uh-oh. Looks bad. It all looks like bad news. I have suction bombs, I forget. On top of fizz bangs, I have a sub and a special. I think almost none of which have really been utilized this entire game. Hasn't been a lot going on, really. Gotti. Watch out for this guy. Okay, I had that coming. Kyle, I'd probably just keep going, but it'll repeat stuff. Good for new players just getting the game. They can get stuff they missed. Yeah, that's a good point. I hadn't thought about that, that maybe the catalog will just be endless or it will repeat. You know? That makes sense. We're in open right now. We can do pro. We'll probably do pro a little bit later. But right now we're doing open. Dude, we're just winning today. I love this. And the music is so cool. It's all themed differently. This is awesome, man. I love what I'm seeing. I like to imagine data mining is just gnomes literally mining in the Nintendo servers. Probably, right? That's probably what it is. Just guys with the hats and the beards and the pickaxes, I guess. Chopping away at the old Nintendo secrets. Yeah, I got the most kills that round. It didn't feel like it. Alright. Really should have changed my gear a little bit. I feel like I don't have, the most summer appropriate gear. I guess I do. I got my shades on. That's something. I would have wore that anyway, so I mean, that makes sense. This music. What is this? Love this, man. The water I can't get over. This is so cool. It is literally just the texture that, like, water from Splatoon 2 Splatfest was. Like, Hotel Albacore Hotel, the water at Splatfest literally just looked like that. That's all it was. So, I love this, man. Alright, we got Dad Kisser on the other team, so be careful of that. Watch out for that guy. You can get summer gear on the Nintendo Switch News app. Oh! That's right. Wait, I did get the mask. Maybe I did. Maybe I did get the stuff I needed. The summer gear. Like, maybe I did get that and I just don't remember. I remember I got the mask, and if the funny, like, face mask comes from the same post that has other gear, then I probably did do that right. Behind you. Could be me. Who knows? Cool. All right, I'll put on some Summerfest gear after this game, because I have to quit anyway because I need to go get a new food ticket from Marigold, the party animal that she is. Daddy. Oh, I took my teammate down with him. That's crazy. That's brazy. If you have enough of these, you can really spam them. Pretty crazy. I'll take that trade. What's up, Ray? Thank you for dropping in. Thank you to anybody else who's dropping in, by the way. You're not going to Gridlock tomorrow, are you? I am not, Cam. Tomorrow is when I leave for vacay. I still have some work stuff to finish before I even leave. I lost my thing. Did I miss anything? I didn't miss any, like, subscribers, right? I don't think I did. I think we're caught up. I don't think I missed anything. I see you up there. This Dynamo is really being my nemesis today. My biggest hater, my #1 enemy. Oh, everybody's dead. That's good. Great aim, Jay. You do a good job handling this. Good. I'm doing wonderful. I'm doing... Hey, that mask is in Fortnite. It's Fortnite. That's the Fortnite mask. Everybody in chat starts rioting. It's one way to make a Splatoon fan very upset. It's to draw any line, even if it's the squiggliest, scratchiest line that ever existed between those two games. That's you're sealing your own fate. He's down here, dude. We're just gonna win every game today, aren't we? That's how we're doing it? Because I am all here for it, man. I think that was a win. I think that was a win. Okay, Jay, let's get you to bed. Alright. That's enough. Let's go, man. We are 3-0 right now. In terms of wins. Kicking butt. I love it. It's probably this team. I hate to leave this team, because this is a good team. And I got the fist bump. I hate to leave this team, but, I do need to, like, change my gear and get a meal ticket going while I'm here. Splatfest does have a bonus. Ooh, I forgot about that. That's gonna be really useful for me. Let's stop. Exit out. I'm loving the colors, man. So far we've only gone against pink, though. Isn't the other one yellow? For Palace? I don't think we've encountered Palace even once. I don't think. I want to earn hella money right now. What is this music? Marigold's got a little theme song? What? This is adorable. How have I never heard this? This is just for Splatfest, right? This is not a thing she normally has. She's on a little tropical vacation with her little party hat. I love her. I love her so much. Oh my god, it's so cute. We should stack up on conch shells as much as we can and then cash out at the end. I think that's the way we do this. Not gonna do pro yet. That is so cool. I like her Splatoween song the best. I don't remember her Splatoween song. I don't know why I don't remember that. I love playing Summerfest in -5 degrees Celsius weather. Yeah. The Northern Hemisphere the Northern Hemisphere really dominates, you know? Really dominates the Splatoon updates. I often forget that it's winter time in the Southern Hemisphere. That's the thing, right? Is like, it's winter time in the Southern Hemisphere, but a lot of the Southern Hemisphere is just warm anyway. So like, does it really start snowing down there like crazy? King Fart? King Fart is on the other team. Are you crazy? I'm not messing with that guy. He's got Nautilus. Why? I don't know why, but he does. I like the bubbles floating in the air, the little bubble particles. That's pretty dope. No, you don't. Stay back. I need to speak to His Highness. To the one in charge himself. His Highness King Fart. What a username, dude. So awesome. I'll take that. That's fine. The one and only. There you go. Can't kill two of us. Maybe he can. I don't know. Let's see, that was a trick to stand on top of the bomb, and I fell for it. I fell for it the whole way through, because that's what I do. That's what I do, is I fall for things. Like a moron. I can carry more fizz bangs. That's great. If I can even get my hands on any of them. It's like strafing? Who are these people in this lobby? What's going on right now? Like, what are we matched up with right now? You got that covered. Forget that I have a regular sub-weapon that can be utilized at any time. I'll take that trade. It was kind of a risk because he could see me. Don't know what I was trying there, but it's okay. All the sweats are grinding to ruler right now. I see. That's what's going on. It's the grind culture. We should have known. There's none the wiser to it. Should have been keen for their plans. Yeah, focus on that guy. See what happens. You die. Well, cost my teammate's life, but it was worth it? Question mark? Is it? I don't know. Is that a messed up thing to say? Whoopsies. Ooh, whole team wiped there. I don't know how I got away with that just then. He's gonna try and get both of us. Damn it, he did! Ah! It's a good squiffer, man. You can't beat a good squiffer. I mean, you can. you totally, absolutely can. But at that time, it wasn't gonna happen. Well, we won most of our games. And the second that I left the team that I had, my streak was gone. You know what I mean? It just goes to show how things go. Oh, that was a mirror match. Because we were yellow. So that was, who cares? I don't care. Bob Marley's Splatoon losing theme? What? Who? Who's in charge of this? This is great, man. This is a great, I'm having a great time, y'all. I don't know about you guys. Let me put some different gear on. What do we got? I don't want to wear that. I don't really want to wear any of this, if I'm being honest. I'll wear this, why not? And, how about some summertime shoes? Ooh, those are definitely summer... I would wear those. I'd wear those in real life, IRL. I blindfold myself. What's another summertime-esque hat? I guess this is what we're rocking with. Yeah, I'll work with this. This hat is... It's kind of funny looking. It's kind of got that... face expression. I like him, though. I like him. He's cool. I didn't mean to stick with the team. I mean, we lost the last game, so I mean, it, you know... We're not up to a... It's not great. But, who knows? Maybe things will come around our way. I have faith. I have faith in these guys. I do. I do. I will. This is very, lobby music. And I know that's dumb because we are in a lobby, but it you know what I mean though, right? Like Splatoon, not Splatoon lobby, like mall lobby music. I don't know. Elevator a little bit, yeah. Like a summer themed Hilton elevator music. That's what I get from this. Thank you, Jester gets it. Then that's all that matters. Somebody gets me. 20 Hilton honors today. Cam, we are not sponsored. You can't say that. Until a paycheck arrives. That ain't happening. Person's name is No Wi-Fi? Alright. We got no Wi-Fi on our team. Let's DDoS them, dude. Let's go. Suffer no fools. Off the hook versus fire and ice. What? Versus? Isn't it supposed to be featured? Featuring? Versus? That's crazy. Don't go there. You die. Guaranteed death. Ah, there they are. Oh, and they're above us too. Great job, Jay. You had him in your sights. Had a perfect shot. Completely fumbled it. All the way. Fully 100%. Succeeded at fumbling. Does that count as something? Surely it counts for something, right? Here we go. Oh, splash down, kill him. He's weak, for sure. He's gotta be. Maybe not. Maybe he's not that weak. Are you not up to date with the latest Inkopolis and Splatinadian Idols beef? I guess I'm not. I guess I'm a little behind on my lore. That I guess could be worked on. Yeah, I see this guy. No way he kills me. Yep, there is way. This guy, Splatoon fan. Look, I never claimed myself to be a Splatoon fan. You know what I mean? I claim myself to be a Splatoon content destroyer. You know what I mean? That's what I see myself as. Oops. I'm not going that way, that's for sure. You got him. You got that. That's all you. Blaster, I don't got that, but it's okay. A Splatoon air conditioner. Yeah, I'll pretend I know what that means, Laser. I'll pretend that makes any sense to me. Here's a hint. It doesn't. Laser, did you know you're in this game? We were talking about it earlier. You're in the decorations for the lobby. It's really awesome. In Inkopolis, or Splatsville. Pretty cool. They'd put you in. I just can never beat this guy. It's impossible. Maybe team can clutch? While I'm dead, who knows? I require proof of this. I'll show you, dude. I'll show you. I'll show you. I got all the proof you could need. Ooh! Right after I suffer this terrible loss. Have we only been going against... Oh, Team Beach. Yeah, we've only been going against Team Beach. And losing. Embarrassingly, might I add. Well, that was actually the first time we lost against Team Beach. So that's honestly fair. Let me go ahead and switch over to, well, let me not switch over. I want to show Laser what I mean. I have proof, dude. We have photographic evidence to prove my claim. That's not what I wanted. Oh, here it is. I don't know why that's there. Look at that, dude! Dude, you're in the lobby. You're in the main lobby. That's what I'm saying, dude. They put you in this game. They love you for real. It's pretty cool. Celebrity in our midst. Imagine that, man. Imagine that. I don't like playing Nautilus right now. I'm kind of tired. I'm kind of burnt out on it. Give me something different. Give me the give me a blaster. How about I have a blaster? Also, these shoes are not it, girl. These shoes are so not it. Give me that at least. I have like no abilities on anything. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. That's why I lost. Probably. Likely. I mean, it's not proven, but it's possible. So if I do Splatfest Pro, am I gonna get more points? Because I'm thinking we should just be spamming that for the entirety of the whole Splatfest, I think. That's the way to go about it. Thank you for contributing to Starfire's snack pile. Starfire now has 2 churros to eat. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. I love your mask. Thank you, Laser, for the 74-month resub. God, that's unbelievable. Like, Laser's almost at 100 months. That's unbelievable. I mean, he's 2 years away from 100 months. Which is crazy to think about. What the hell, dude? Oh my god. Numbers freak me out. Time freaks me out. I don't like it. How long has that been? Oh my god, that's insane. Losing my mind. Anywho, thanks for the love and support. Appreciate it, pal. No! Oh, I got a cool splat on that other guy, but that's not what I wanted to do. Oh well. I hope Twitch will still be alive for 3 more years. Yeah, I mean, me too, man. Don't get me wrong, me too. Me too. Sorry, Espeon, did I splat Eevee? Was there someone named Eevee? Yeah. It's kind of awkward considering you're... But if you're and I splatted, then that must mean... Dude, stop. Okay. Fine. I've learned my lesson. I'll leave. I'll go back here, but only once. No, that's embarrassing. Realistic streamer. Is everyone a streamer and content creator today? What's going on? What happened? They released the floodgates? Suddenly we're everywhere? Ruining the integrity of this game? That was dumb. I don't know what I was trying there. Thought I'd be cool with something. Soft and fluffy, chosen one, Eevee. That makes sense. That makes sense. That's good. That's good stuff. Let's not feed, because this ain't gonna work out for us. Blaster isn't really a turf war weapon, really. So I don't know what I was cooking here. Nice shot, Jay. Great job. No, I'm doing really excellent, really. Really kicking butt. Oh, okay. Maybe I am. Nice. Good job. We're making progress. This is some measurable form of What? Oh, that was their... Oh, I thought that was mine. Oh, I thought that was my bomb. I was like, oh, I'm fine. I'm safe from that. Nope. I was not. I very much miscalculated horribly. Okay, I don't know that we won that. Slight game audio delay, no problem. It can only get worse, so let me fix it. Oh, we won, by the way. Booyah. Nice, man. That's what I'm talking about. Red Panda, thanks for the Prime for 3 months. Appreciate that love support. Thank you so very much. And thank you, Dark Scythe, for the tier 1 for 3 months. Hey, JayMoji, I love your content. Been watching you for 3 years on YouTube. And I'm starting my first stream on Twitch tomorrow. Can you please give me some tips and a shout out maybe? Look, I can't give you a shout out, but I can give you some tips. If you want to grow on Twitch, like if you want to grow and like make a career out of it and find levels of success, you have to make content on other platforms. Upload your clips to TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, and make videos on YouTube. Upload your clips to, oh my god. Upload your clips. Upload your clips. Upload your clips to YouTube. Okay? Upload. You want my channel, man? You just want me to give you mine? Clearly I can't control it. Clearly I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, upload that to YouTube and yeah, go that way. And stream consistently and bond with your viewers, and even if you're just doing it for fun, like just get out there, interact with chat members, have a good time. That's all it is. What's with the 3 Julies on the other team? What is this? What is this? What is this matchmaking we're in? Thank you, teammate. Oops. My bad. My fault. Beachy big man fan. What? You get the Beachy title. I could be Beachy sauce instead of awesome sauce. No, I think I'm gonna stick with awesome sauce. I think that's the coolest. Okay. Oh, nice. Good job, team. I'm proud of you guys. That's what I'm talking about. Again, this is totally not a turfing weapon by any means, but I'm seeing success by using it. So, I think that's pretty cool. He's standing still. Is he throwing? Key aspect of this weapon, I think, is recognizing how much range you have or don't. Help me. I can help, but I can only do so much. There we go. That's what I meant to do the first time. You never have your back turned to spawn. You traded, right? So it's fine. I could just camp them. And we're chilling, bro. We're straight chilling. We're set. Yeah, alright, this is working out. We're gonna go left now. They're gonna start swarming left, so then we stop them. Are them alive? In here. Yep, there he is. I knew he was alive in here. I watched him go in there. Okay, that's fine. Who uses a stream key in 2024? Not me. Do I? You know what? Don't ask me that. I don't know. I legitimately do not know how I'm on this platform right now. I rarely ever have to change it. I'll take that. It's good enough for me. I can see you swimming towards me. And I can't kill you, because I guess I just don't know how to use Blaster. That's fine. Well, we're definitely winning this, so I guess I'm not really too worried about that. This is a GG's for us. Nice job, team. Okay, guys, I bought a new mouse pad, and it's huge. Okay, it's a massive mouse pad that covers a lot more of the area than my last one did. So now when I end a game and I throw my controller on my desk like I always do, it's a soft landing. It's a cool mouse pad. It's got the Great Wave on it, my favorite painting. It's very cool. But I mean, it kind of sound deadens the whole impact of me losing. There's some desk over here. Drop the controller on. Dude, I bought the new Stream Deck. Guys, not that any of you care. These other streamers and content creators will care. I bought the new Stream Deck. The one that, wait, is this visible on camera? I can use it to cut to the camera. Here it is. Oh, it's like just short. It's just too short. It's the one that's purple. The one that's purple and translucent. Look at that. Look how cool that is. It's so good. They made Elgato made a post on Twitter ages ago. Like an April Fool's joke. They were like, what if we made this? And I was like, I'll buy 7 of them. But I didn't think they'd actually make it. I kind of was like genuinely sad. I was like, oh, it was just an April Fool's joke or whatever. They're not actually going to make it. And they made it. They made it. I have one. I didn't buy 7. I only bought 1. I only bought 1 because I only need 1. I thought about buying 2 though. I really considered it. But I can use my other one for the panels. For the you know, the convention panels. Because I always use it for that. But what that means now is, now I have this. And now I own 2 things that have translucent plastic. I have my Game Boy, which is green, neon green translucent plastic, and I have that, which is purple. Those are the things I want to buy that are translucent plastic, don't worry. I'm gonna own far more than just that. There will be far more. Translucent plastic is just my favorite, man. It's just so good. I'm gonna get Joy-Cons. Looking into seeing if there's any Switch controllers out there that are like that. There's not many. But that's definitely the coolest one. Okay. What weapon do I want to play? What if I try the S? No. I don't really want to do that. Give me the splatter shot. Give me the splatter shot and let's call it a day. Should we do pro? Yeah, why not? Let's get into it. Okay, piss boy. What is that? What is that quote? Jay, are you aware you have no belongings anymore? I didn't. I did not aware of that. So thank you for telling me. I appreciate it. What am I gonna do, man? If I got no belongings left. Uh-oh. Was joining pro a mistake? I'm starting to think maybe it was a mistake, y'all. That's the first game I got was a 10x? Oh no. No. Oh, and you know what? You know what the difference here is also? We're finally going against Team Palace. We have not seen this entire event so far. Alright, I'm gonna give it my all here. I'm using my main weapon. Okay, I didn't come in here with a weapon I didn't know how to use. Fortunately, I'm not that stupid. I mean, okay, I am that stupid, but like, not at this time. Not this time, I'm not that stupid. You guys are in our base, might I remind you. Need I remind you? Getting you, bro. Hang on. Take out this guy first. Then I'll take you out. Where'd you go? There you are. Oh, you're lucky that railing was in my way, dude. It would have been over for you. It would have been so over. Should have thrown the fizz bangs. I forgot that I have them. I'm like, the Splatfest now is just a perpetual state of me getting really sweaty at random points and then forgetting that I have fizz bangs. Because it's just like, there's such a new thing. I don't feel like... I'm not gonna say that they're useful. I just don't feel like the most like, oh my god, this feature is insane yet. I don't know, I haven't had that, I haven't had my, my recognition of it yet. Semi B, I guess? Thank you for the Prime Gaming. Sorry if I said your name wrong. I'm really bad with names. Terrible, in fact. It's my worst trait. I mean, there's probably worse traits, but I like to think that's my worst trait. In which case, the bar is pretty low. The bar is pretty high. Oh boy. I'm like anxious because like I know this is an important game. And I want to win it. My first pro game and it's a 10x. Like, come on. That ain't no joke. Things at stake here. Oh my god. Oh, teammates were all bundled up and dying. That's not good. Jumping in might not... Yep, it's not the right move. Stopping this guy is right now. gonna cover up everything you do, dude. And then kill you at the end. Usually how it goes. No, I wanted to stay alive so I could drop the missiles. Team, you better not die. Please. Yes, 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 go! Oh, I don't know. That's a tough one. That first game's gonna be a tough one. Why did this have to be a 10x right out the gate? I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it. Ah, come on, man. What is the deal? Dub for sure. Oh man, wait until the stream delay catches up. Come on. All right, all right, all right, all right, Splatoon. Don't do this to me today. I don't feel like doing this. I don't want it. I don't want to see it. Oh, this blows. That blew ass. That blew major ass. That was not my first loss. The first game was a loss. Oh man, we're not gonna get a 10x for like 2 more hours. That's crazy. Ay, ay, ay. It's alright. That was a certified blue ass moment. It was! It really was. It's a shame. 10x aren't that rare, 100x and 33. 333, yeah. I mean, that is true. I guess that's true. I keep thinking, you know, I have the Splatoon 2 mindset in my head where a 10x is like, you're lucky if you get one. You know what I mean? You are really lucky if you get one, because Lord knows I have not seen one in a while. Alright, Robo Ramen. Whoa, look at the ramen bowl. It's like from the Matrix. What kind of ramen? Nuclear ramen are they serving here, dude? I want to try some. Our new fish and fishin' flavor is sure to grow a third arm. You're gonna love it. Okay, I gotta make sure I know how to play this game, dude. Asparagus ramen? It's more like expired. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I be saying. I could go for some ramen right now. Anybody wanna go get ramen with me? Anyone? Anyone out there? Oh well, since I had it. That's it. Spinach ramen? That sounds really good, man. That sounds delicious. That sounds like the kind of thing I would just gobble that right up. Spinach and cheese. Spinach and cheese ramen. That sounds tasty, man. Sounds real tasty. Let's get some of that, shall we? Maybe you be there. Hang on, that's my triple, bro. Give it back. I'm not done with that. What's this brush doing? What? I'm so bad at this game. I'm genuinely so bad at this game. The fact that I lost to that means that I'm literally trash. That's what that means. That's all that means. There's no way I should have lost that fight. It was embarrassing. It was genuinely embarrassing. I mean that in all seriousness. Like, that actually was so bad. Like, to hell with this dude. Not with this dude. I mean, to hell with this, like, the situation. And then he just turns around and gets it. That's crazy that works. That's wild. All right, we need to start winning games. This is pro. I can't be losing constantly. It's not what I'm here for. What? Am I crazy right now? Like, I'm not... Nothing's hitting anyone? What is going on? Alright, well... That was another loss. Yikes, dude. Yeesh. No Block was right. This losing theme does go hard. The losing theme is pretty fire. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it is pretty good. Doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. It's pretty fire. I can get behind it. I consider myself a big fan. Wait, why was Team Beach pink that... I thought they were... like a darker purple. This game... I'm not here right now. I'm just not here. That's the problem, guys. I'm not conscious at the moment. I don't want to play Nautilus. I'm tired of losing with Nautilus. I'm really sick of it. No, that's not the attitude to have. The attitude to have is to put the right gear on and go. Win. I stream on OBS. That is the streaming software that I use. Use Crack-On or Carbon. Roller? I'm not a roller player. I definitely can't suddenly be a roller player, too. Oh boy, it's 3 AM. Is it for you? Well, good night. 6 hours ahead, I guess, would be, yeah. I'm so joyous. That's pretty cool. Why don't you regularly stream just you playing the game? That's what we're doing right now. I mean, I have a busy schedule, you know? I gotta make YouTube videos. I gotta post twice a week on my main channel. And manage my life, which has proven to be very difficult. So I mean, you know, it's a lot to do. We've been streaming pretty consistently as of late. I would say. A lot to do, you know? At all times. Jeez, I got a little too close there. First time chatter. Animal Crossing. Oh, we should play some Animal Crossing, dude. I miss Animal Crossing. I've been thinking about starting a Stardew Valley playthrough. You guys watch that? Never ask your chat, would you guys watch that? The answer is always going to be yes. Doesn't mean that everybody wants to see it necessarily. I would like to do it, though. I've been talking about it for a while. But I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's one of those games where I'm like, man, I never beat it. I never got far in Animal Crossing. In Stardew Valley. So it's like, I want to, you know, I want to play it and, like, enjoy it. And then upload, like, a 2-hour-long playthrough of everything. That'd be cool. He's right there, bro. He's behind me now. There is someone behind me. Now. There wasn't before, but now there is. Thank you, Splashdown. I appreciate your help. Thank you for doing something. Remember my fizz bangs, go! Okay. Remember that I got these things and I should be using them. Watch it. I am facing their, not facing their spawn. Having back to their spawn has become a thing that I'm like, huh. I now realize that is a terrible idea and I should not do that. Nice. Okay, we're holding down the fort right now. I'm liking what I'm seeing. This is going good. If only this was the 10x or the 100x, we'd be solid. But I'll take what I can get, right? Nice, GG's. There we go. Good game. Good game. See, I don't suck at this game. It looks like I'm binded to Nautilus forever. King of the Castle stream when? That's true. That's true. I have it written down. I have it noted. Yeah, we did it. We won. We won a game. Ugh. It's bound, you fool. Right. I am bound to this weapon. The Bounding of Isaac. That was a good game. My Splatfest points are greatly increasing. I'm winning every game. Okay, for real, please, please play The Sims 4. It'd be so fun. That would be fun. Playing The Sims. It's one of those games that, like, it's been out. Everybody and their mother, I feel like, has played it. And I have just never, like, ever come close to legitimately playing it. I've wanted to plenty of times, but I've never actually done it. So that would be that'd be a fun thing to do. Maybe if I don't look, it won't, like, if I don't pay attention to it, it'll give me a 10x. I pretend not to care, you know? That usually goes well for me. We'll run back Oregon Trail. I need to know if Cam died of dysentery. I gotta know, man. I just gotta know. Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be fun to do. I'm glad you guys like watching me play games that are Splatoon. It's such a weird, like, very common Nintendo YouTuber trope. Because Nintendo fans, there's a little inside scoop. Nintendo fans love Nintendo games, and they are loyal to it, like very few other people are. The other groups are kind of like Minecraft. If you have a Minecraft audience, they will only watch you play Minecraft. Kind of the same thing goes for Nintendo. If you play Nintendo games, it's not that they're married, not that they're just married to you playing Nintendo games, but they're stuck on that specific game. Just in terms of, like, the general audience, usually if you play Splatoon, they only want to watch Splatoon. So it's really nice knowing that people are willing to watch me play games like Oregon Trail, you know? I think that's pretty cool. But the Nintendo fans, we seldom ever branch out, and I'm guilty of that too. I 100% am, like, absolutely a part of that. Like, I just don't, you know what I mean? At least growing up, it was like that. It was like, I like Mario, and I'll watch a YouTuber play Mario. Or Minecraft. I'll watch a YouTuber play Minecraft, but if they start playing a different game, I'm not gonna want to watch it, because that's not what I subscribed for. It's not what I anticipate. You know? There's truth to that. It's like if you go to a taco stand, and suddenly they're not selling tacos that day. They're selling, like it's your favorite taco stand ever, and you love the tacos they have, and you go there because their tacos are good. One day they're suddenly selling, like, shoes. And you're like, well, this isn't what I go here for. So I'm not, most people are likely not gonna go there to get the shoes. They're not gonna buy the shoes, you know? Okay, the crab is definitely not what I want to go near. Is there a person back here? There's not. Okay. Oh, he's in our base. Oh, that's what that disturbance was. Got him. Throw the fizz bangs! Okay. I don't know that that helped us, but we'll see. I don't think it's a fair comparison. You're not changing that drastically. Going from tacos to shoes, like going, from video game, wait, video game streamer to, like, a mortician. I guess, but that's based on how the audience perceives it, you know? It's like, okay, maybe it's a different type of food. It's like, instead of serving tacos, suddenly one day they're serving, you know, they're serving chicken or like corn on the cob, and that's the only thing they have. And it's like, oh, you know, that's not really what I want, so I'm not going to go for it. It's not what I'm going to get into. But that being said, you know, there's a lot of proof that, what if they serve chicken tacos? Great point, Cam, which is exactly what I'm kind of getting into of the way that people usually branch into variety content is they, and this has been proven time and time again, they succeed in a niche that becomes their taco stand, and then they start serving chicken with their tacos, and they're like, then the customer's like, oh, this chicken is really good. And then it's like, well, then, okay, now they put the chicken separately in a sandwich, and it's like, well, I like the chicken in the taco, so I might try it in a sandwich next time I go. And then you just build this trust eventually by going to that stand that anything that that person does is what you're going to trust and go for, because you just like their cooking, right? That's kind of what being a YouTuber is like, is you are a stand that serves something. Doja Splat, you're a stand that serves something, and, you know, you build a demographic of people that like that thing, and then eventually people start to like all the stuff that you make. But in my case, like, Nintendo stuff is what people want to see mostly, which I get. So something that isn't even Nintendo, it isn't even remotely close to, like, you know, what we normally do. If I uploaded an Oregon Trail video to the main channel, it would absolutely bomb. Like, it would be, you know, it performed terribly. And this is, again, has been proven time and time again, because it's too far of a reach from what we normally upload. But I think it's really dope that there are people that really enjoy watching us play those games. Like the VODs, people in the VOD Vault who are watching this, you guys seem to really enjoy that. You know? You guys seem to really enjoy, like, anything that we put up on that channel, and it's awesome. Makes me feel really good. And as a creator, that really motivates me, because it's like, well, man, I could, you know, I can pursue new games that I like and I want to try out, and people will join me for the, you know, for the adventure of trying that. And we can make our own funny memories in a whole new, different environment that isn't the same old Splatoon environment, you know? I think it is a gift that every creator yearns for. It's pretty awesome. Did not see him for the first, like, 20 seconds that he was standing there. There's someone else up here. Oh, there's about to be. Is that what you're doing with Minecraft Splatoon? Like, using it as a branch of sort? Absolutely. I don't necessarily see a future where I'm a Minecraft YouTuber. I love Minecraft, but I think my heart is still in Nintendo content. But, like, I want to make Minecraft content just in tandem with other stuff. And so people like Nintendo, people like Minecraft, if we can bridge that gap and people can watch that, it's like, hey, people really liked it. And I loved it. I could make those videos forever. Happily. You know what I mean? I love it, dude. Building Splatoon maps and then finding different ways. Like, I want to do all kinds of Nintendo games as Minecraft, you know, videos. Minecraft maps. Like, if that's the thing that we become known for, hell yeah. I'd be the happiest Peach. You kidding? Kind of a targeted special, but I feel like I felt appropriate. Oh, now. Just spam fizzy bombs until we're done. Nice! So many fizzies. This is great, man. Wouldn't you want to just do what you like and then find your audience so your content is what you like and then the audience follows rather than you being stuck doing what an audience wants and you might like, you might hate? Excellent point, Sick. If your viewers leave, then those weren't viewers that were meant to like your content, but you'll find new ones with the new content. Complicated answer. you start out doing what you want, and you attract people if you do it right and you are passionate about it. You attract people who are also passionate about it. So I started making Splatoon content because that's what I wanted to do. So naturally, you know, discard the people who only want that one thing. Okay, great point, right? You become eventually tired of the... No, that's the thought, Sick. Those people are not preventing the growth of the channel. They are the growth of the channel. Branching off, it's like this, right? If you build that whole base of people, and it's typically a lot of people who like watching that one thing, they may hinder my emotional growth, let's say. I'm using me as an example, but like I consider myself a variety channel for Nintendo, so I'm very happy with where I am. But an earlier version of me would have thought, you know, and rightfully so, would be like, well, my audience is primarily Splatoon. So the people who watch me for Splatoon do come to me to watch that one thing. And from the viewer perspective, and it's not a bad thing, everyone subscribes to a channel anticipating one thing unless it's a personality that they like. The personality takes way longer to build up. So if you start out as a YouTuber, yeah, you play whatever game you want. You will attract people who love that thing with you, right? Eventually, as the human mind and interest goes, it'll wane, it'll wander, and you'll want to play other things. But because you're known for doing that one thing, there are people out there who could, you know, for example, watch me play Splatoon and only Splatoon until the sun explodes. You know what I mean? Like, there are people that legitimately, like, will never even consider pursuing other things. They will never get bored of it. They will just constantly consume me playing this game. And nothing changing. And people find comfort in the lack of change. But, what happens is whenever you make that change, you run a risk running into variety. Is because those people who are devoted and want to watch one thing are not a small amount of people. In the grand scheme of things, a YouTuber, you know, people are subscribed to, you know, an average of like, you know, 5 to 100 channels. It could be anywhere between that. So you could be 100th of that person's feed, and if you start uploading something that's different, and they're not as attached to you, they're gonna be like, well, I liked watching this guy play Splatoon. I watch Markiplier for horror games, I don't watch JayMoji for horror games. Because that's not his thing. I like watching Markiplier play horror games. So I don't need to watch this. So it hurts your channel. It's a risk, and it hurts your channel every single time you make that risk of branching off. If, and this is a big if, and major asterisk on this, if it's not done seamlessly. It becomes a sort of shock to your audience if you commit yourself to being one type of content creator, and then suddenly you shift into another. It's the boiling water effect, right? Like if you drop this is the metaphor, and I don't know who came up with this. It's ethically it's terrible, but like, you know, whatever. It's the boiling pot effect, right? Where if you throw a frog in a pot of boiling water, it'll leap out immediately instead of like sitting there and getting cooked, right? It'll be like, oh my god, boiling water, and then jump out, right? Because it can recognize the pain immediately. Whereas if you sit a frog in a pot of room temperature water and you slowly turn up the heat, it will never jump out because it'll acclimate, correct me if that's the wrong word, it'll acclimate to the environment that it's in until eventually it'll be in a completely different environment than it was in before. But the change is not shocking. So it doesn't jump ship thinking, oh, this is not what I want, bye. It's like, oh, this is okay. And then, oh, it's a little different, but okay, I'm getting used to it. Oh, it's not too far away from the source thing, but it's getting better. That's how YouTubers work, is they dominate in a niche. The fastest way to grow as a channel is to dominate in a niche. If you're going for growth, is to dominate in a niche and then slowly acclimate your viewers to something else. Because it's a risk. Again, you can completely drop. I could completely drop every single thing that I've done with Splatoon and Nintendo and just pick up Call of Duty. And maybe eventually I'll attract that audience. But in my case, my living is tethered to Nintendo stuff. So I can't really afford, for the sake of my career and my living and the survival of me and my business and the team that I work with, I can't afford to take such a major risk that will take time to rebuild on. You know what I mean? To be fair, I'm thinking of what Most Critical did. He had a lot of subs back when he did gameplay and commentary, but he has said he was actually miserable doing that. So when he changed tracks and started doing more crazy stuff, especially after his face reveal, he lost the people who wanted the gameplay and commentary, but gained a ton more. Yes, that's very true. I agree. It is possible to do it, but during that time of transition, depends on the size, right? If you're like me, okay, if you're like Critical, right? If he had, let's say, I can't use him as an example because I don't know. If you're a YouTuber who has 1 million subscribers and you make a drastic change in content, you're going to have a bigger core audience that will watch everything that you do. You're going to have a much bigger core audience than somebody like me who has 500,000, right? So if I had 1 million subscribers, let's say Dan, if Dan has 1 million subscribers, which he does, and he suddenly shifts into making Call of Duty content all of a sudden, right? There will be enough Failboat fans that love him and will just watch him do anything that he could sustain a living during the time that he's losing the majority of his audience while building a completely different one. It's very difficult to build a completely different one, but it is possible and it takes time. Cannot happen overnight. There are exceptions to the rule, believe me, but for the majority of people, it requires building. Because you have to weed out the old ones and bring in the new ones, and you can't just drop everything and become, you know, a completely different dominant figure in a different niche overnight. It takes a lot of skill and knowledge to get there, but your experience can carry over. But what happens is, if I were to go off and change to a completely different niche, I have a much smaller core audience than a lot of other YouTubers that have millions of subscribers. So would that core audience follow me into this new thing that I do just because they love me? They would. Can I sustain a living off of the viewership that that core audience would give me during that transitional period? I don't believe so. I don't think so. I don't think I could. Because I have seen through the last 6 months, the channel has had pretty admittedly, and I don't usually like talking about this, but admittedly, pretty poor performance. And that has proven to me that, whoa, you know, you really gotta make sure you put out what you need to put out. You know what I mean? But it's possible. Anybody can do it. And I encourage that YouTubers that, you know, I hope that every YouTuber, I don't know what you just said, but I heard you ask a question. Thank you, Fire. He can back me up on this. But I encourage that any YouTuber that wants to become successful grows that audience and then gradually starts to get into different types of content that they want. No, it's fine, Sick. I could talk about YouTube for hours, man. I really could. Non-stop. It's amazing. The algorithm waits for no one, really. The YouTube algorithm also is a huge issue. See, that's... Oh, I love when people say that. I love when people say that because that is so the opposite of what reality is. And I know why that happened. Back then, they made a lot of algorithm changes that were way better. Way better for YouTube. YouTube has like the perfect algorithm. And any content creator who blames the algorithm for their failures is offloading the reality that they are not uploading good content. I hate to say it, but if you're a YouTuber and you think the algorithm is your problem, that... The time when the algorithm started becoming a conversation was when they actually made it its best, right? It is never the problem. The YouTube algorithm has one job, and YouTube is a billion-trillion-dollar company. They don't run their platform off of a bad algorithm, right? You can't think that that's possible. It's not sustainable. They wouldn't do that. They have people fine-tuning it every single day. The best in the world at Google and YouTube are creating that algorithm. They didn't release a bad algorithm, right, to run their company. They can't float it on that. The problem is that people think that it's too good. It's too good that it genuinely reflects directly what the creator does, and people hate when a mirror is up to them. So it's like you see a mirror, you see how you look, and then you blame the mirror. That's the reality of what it is. Because the algorithm, it's pure, its existence, its entire service. The only thing that it does is its job is to serve the viewer, not the creator by any means. So YouTube is not going to give you views no matter what you put out. It's not guaranteed. It can't happen. If you're a content creator and you put out content that your audience is not interested in, they're not going to watch. And if your audience is not watching you, they're going to watch you less and less and less, you know? Which is why the subscriber feed, which is why subscriptions even exist. And we tell people to subscribe, is it's like, if you start watching my channel, this is the best way I can think to break it down, right? If you start watching my channel and you're not subscribed, right? If you watch one of my videos, you watch it all the way through. That's a key aspect. They don't measure if you watch the video, they measure how much of the video you watched. Okay, it's called viewer retention. If you watch the video all the way through, that sends a green flag to YouTube that you discovered me and you like what I produce. And therefore, YouTube, for the next like 30 days, will be relentlessly suggesting my content to you. Non-stop. Because it's like, hey, you really liked the video that this guy uploaded. Would you like to see more of them? And on my end, as long as I am producing content that engages you just as much as that first video did, you will keep clicking on that. And if every time you click on a video, watch it through, that sends YouTube green flags. It says, hey, he clicked on this video and liked it. We recommended him another one by JayMoji. He clicked on it and liked it. So this guy really likes JayMoji. So keep recommending JayMoji to this guy. But if I upload a video that doesn't interest you, that if I totally miss the mark and I upload something that isn't engaging, okay? And it's possible. My last two videos didn't do great, and I genuinely believe, because I don't think the concepts were as engaging as maybe they could have been, or they weren't pitched as engaging as they could be. And I blame nobody but myself for that, right? People saw that and were like, well, I'm not as interested in this, so I'm not going to click on it. And that told YouTube, hey, we recommended this to people, but the majority of them did not click on it, and those that did click on it didn't watch the video halfway through, or all the way through, or even halfway through. It measures down to the second how much of the video you watched, and it funnels all that information in, but it's on an individual basis. So if I don't watch a video all the way through, or let's say Fyrus doesn't watch the JayMoji video all the way through, YouTube is going to register that, hey, Fyrus in particular is losing interest in JayMoji, so don't recommend JayMoji to him as much. Recommend something that he will watch all the way through. Because that's what they're gonna watch. That's what they're gonna watch. YouTube's end goal, and this is just the reality of it, is to make money. If you're not watching my video all the way through, you're not watching mid-roll ads, and therefore you're not making YouTube money. So YouTube's goal is just to push you the video that will make them money, which is the video that they genuinely think, the algorithm genuinely believes, you will watch more of. And it is always right. It is always right, because you're the only one giving it that feedback, you know? So that being said, if I'm a YouTuber and I upload videos that are genuinely engaging, and I consistently do that and consistently post videos that are actually good, videos that are genuinely people want to watch all the way through, videos that genuinely people want to click on and comment and engage with and share, that keeps giving YouTube all these green flags. Hey, JayMoji's doing great. JayMoji's doing great. People are watching JayMoji. Keep recommending JayMoji to all these people. The algorithm is not going to say, JayMoji's making us money. Let's stop recommending his videos to people. They're not going to do that. The algorithm is not going to sabotage you as a creator, because they would be sabotaging the audience. There is a reason that the audience isn't watching your videos. Right? And we see every creator became big for a reason, because they attracted an audience that was interested in them, and the algorithm sent them, it sent them videos that they wanted to see, and they watched it. Did I win a 10x? I wasn't paying attention. Dude, if I start talking about YouTube, it's nothing else is happening around me or in front of me. You know what I mean? Did I win or did I lose? I don't remember. I didn't notice he got a 10x either, right? Did I lose? I did lose, right? I thought I did. I don't think I won. Okay. We used to keep talking about this. Yeah, dude. Oh my god, I could talk about YouTube for days. I could talk about it for days. So yeah, if you're a young up-and-coming YouTuber, chances are, if you're starting now, you probably grew up with YouTubers who started talking about when you were watching them, or you were younger, like me, you grew up with YouTubers who, when the algorithm change happened and it started favoring watch time over clicks, you probably went into this under the impression that the algorithm is against you, or that it's something you have to navigate with. But no, it is a tool. It's an extremely powerful tool for the viewers, and you have to sell them something with that tool. You know, if you sell them something they're not interested in, people will not bite. Which is why I love YouTube. I think it's one of the most legitimate businesses ever, because it doesn't really, unless the viewer chooses to support you, it doesn't cost them anything. And the viewer will only engage in something that they are genuinely interested in. There's no scam in content, right? Because that's why they did it. Is back in 2012, maybe, whenever it happened, the reason they changed the algorithm to favor watch time and not click-through rate was because of clickbait. People would clickbait something that was genuinely interesting, and then you'd watch the video, and then it'd be like 30-minute long, awesome compilation of people doing insanely cool stuff, and then you click it, and then it's, you know, a Rickroll or whatever. People would click off immediately, but because they clicked and the algorithm favored clicking, YouTube would recommend that video, even though it sucked and it didn't make them any money through mid-rolls, or I don't even know if mid-rolls existed, shoot. But like, even though it sucked and the video wasn't good and it made people upset and it had a low viewer satisfaction rate, it would go viral. It would get crazy recommended because YouTube just saw, well, people are clicking on it, so it must be good. But now it's genuinely based on actual human interest, which is what I love. If I'm not being entertaining in my video, if you as the viewer can detect that I'm wasting your time, it'll punish me for that. And I think rightfully so, just in terms of like, it has taught me and many other YouTubers, we need to really make sure that the content we're making is really good. And like, we have to make sure that there's no really dull moments. You have to perfect the craft. And I love that. I love making good YouTube videos that are genuinely engaging all the way through. And when a video is doing good, it means that I succeeded in that, you know? But anyway. Anyway, that's my spiel on that. Any other YouTube questions? It's like the one thing that I cannot stop talking about. It really is. I got what? That's crazy. Let me see. What did something say? Not spamming. I like to think again. If you use ad block, would that hurt YouTube or the creator, since YouTube somewhat relies on the income off the ads and stuff, but then the creator also does? Yeah, ad block. Okay. I don't know the technical, literal form of this, but yeah, if you use ad block, I don't know how ad block works, right? I really don't know how it works. If ad block didn't sabotage the income of YouTube and its creators, they would not be cracking down on it. So my thought used to be that ad block plays the ad, but just blocks it for you, so that if you watch an ad on or if you have ad block and you watch a JayMoji video, it tricks YouTube into thinking that the ad played. I don't think that's how it works. I literally think no ads equals no money. And you said, Zach, YouTube somewhat relies on the income off the ads, but then again, the creator does. No, that we 100% rely off of that. That's our living. Our living is tethered to that. YouTube, aside from YouTube Premium and ads, are what pay YouTube and would pay us. The money doesn't come from anywhere else. So if you use ad block, it absolutely hurts the earnings of the creator that you're watching and the earnings of YouTube. If every single one of my viewers had ad block, I would be, I mean, to put it explicitly, I mean, I would be broke. I'd be out of a job. I'd be homeless. You know what I mean? I mean, I guess I'd pursue other work, but I'd literally make no money. That like 100% is where that comes from. I think that that's how it works. I don't know if that's exactly how it works, but that's my understanding. Is that if you have ad block on, it doesn't play an ad, therefore nobody earns any money off of it. and YouTube splits the earning off of every ad between the creator and themselves. So they're dependent on it. That's why they crack down on it. YouTube doesn't want you to watch ads because it's a feature. They want you to watch it because YouTube will not exist unless you do it. You have to watch ads for the platform to survive. Like, it's necessary, you know? And that's why in my latest video, by the way, excellent segue. In my latest video, I got sponsored by YouTube Premium. Okay? And I genuinely believe I'm not because of, okay, I know I was sponsored by YouTube Premium. I'm not getting paid to say this right now. This is a genuine piece of me that wants to tell you this, okay? YouTube Premium is the best thing they ever came up with, okay? It's literally, okay, yeah, you gotta pay for it? Yes. But if you use my affiliate link and you subscribe through that, then it supports me, so thank you. But, okay, genuinely, it supports the creator more than ads do. Did you know that? I didn't know that until recently. It's amazing. If every single one of my viewers, alternatively, if every single one of my viewers had YouTube Premium, I think legitimately I'd be a millionaire. I think like it's that level of like, it's a way higher threshold by a long shot. Anytime there's a paid service, that service makes way more than ad revenue. So again, you know, I can make a living where I can survive and continue to produce videos without everyone having YouTube Premium. I just think it's awesome. Dude, I haven't watched a YouTube ad in years. And the fee that I pay for YouTube Premium, I don't even think about it for that. In exchange for that, and being able to have videos play in the background and turn my screen off so I can watch videos all night, just turn it off and sit it on my bed and not waste all my battery and not have a screen burning into my eye. Oh my god, dude! That's the best. So if you want to consider YouTube Premium and you want to support me because I may earn a commission, go to my latest video and click the link. I'm dead ass. Like you get a month free, I think. Yeah, you get a trial. Do it, dude. Just try it. Just try it. Try it. Highly recommend. How do you get money from what part? Just ads and premium? Yeah, ads and premium are 100%. I mean, if I stream on YouTube and you guys, if people do, you know, if viewers do super chats or members, that's another source of revenue. But the primary source of revenue on YouTube, just the platform, is ad revenue and premium revenue. And just the way that and what I mean by like premium earns more, there's not less people watch the video that have premium, but I mean like if 1,000 people without premium watch my video, I earn X amount of dollars. Like I don't know what the real number would be. There's a metric, like let's say like 15 bucks, like that's the RPM, right? Oops, that's the CPM. Let's say 1,000 people without YouTube Premium watch it, I get 15 bucks, right? If 1,000 people with YouTube Premium watch it, I get like 40 bucks. It's like that much different, but not that many people have premium. I click a link and it says you're not eligible for the special offer from JayMoji. You can still sign up for premium and support creators. What did I do wrong? I have no idea, Sick. Logged into my school account. Oh, maybe, is it like a student account? Maybe, I think there is a stipulation where student accounts have a different rate for YouTube Premium, therefore it can't, I don't earn that type of subscription. It's possible. I'd be willing to guess that for students is a different price. That's the only reason why they would do that. For students, get it for 12. Students get it for 12. How exactly do you pay you after a video? How do they distribute it? Every time an ad plays... this is the part I don't know too much about, but I'm gonna spitball here. Every time an ad plays, YouTube... this is complicated because it's never consistent. Every time an ad plays, YouTube... and the advertiser that plays that ad... Oh, no, I'm thinking of this in the wrong order. I don't think about this too much, because I know how it works, I just don't think of the actual literal process in the sequence with which it happens. My guess is an advertiser pays YouTube and says, play my video for 30,000 people, right? Or play my ad 30,000 times. And here's $30,000, okay? $1 for every time. If YouTube plays that ad on my video, I get 50 cents, YouTube gets the other 50 cents, right? The dollar is an example, as a hypothetical number. It could be, it's way different. $1 per play would be a total ripoff. I think it's like, you know, it's like I want 1 million people to see this ad, and I'll give you $100,000 for it, like that kind of thing. Or maybe it's a smaller number, like $10,000 for 1 million people to see it, whatever. Anyway, but that's just that's an easy round number I could think of for simplification purposes. So yeah, then I get to 50 cents and YouTube gets the other 50 cents. And then that's the end of that. I believe it might be a 60-40 with YouTube. I don't know. I think it's ad revenue is a 50-50. Almost positive. But the ad rates can change. So, you know, the rate at which people are paying, it all depends on the economy. Like, it gets crazy. Like, during COVID, like, YouTubers earn way more during election years because of political campaign advertisements paying way more. There's a phenomenon called December, and every YouTuber is aware of this, where you might see a lot of YouTubers, including myself, guilty, uploading way more in December because what happens is companies have a... Are you guys... Does anyone care about this? I don't even know. Companies have a marketing budget, and so they spend very little at the beginning of the year, which is January, which is when YouTubers earn almost no revenue. The beginning of the year in January, marketing agencies are very conservative with how they spend their money because they don't know what their budgets are going to be, etc., etc. They don't know how to distribute it. And then by the time the end of the year comes around, they're like, oh, well, we saved all our money. It's December. It's late November to December now, quarter 4. Now we have $100,000 left in our spending for the year. Let's just spend it all, spend the budget so that headquarters says we spent all our money. So they start paying way more for ad revenue. They start spending way more on ads. They start distributing way more. And so creators and YouTube earn like 3x more in December per view and per 1,000 views and per views than they do in January when the clock resets and everybody starts to earn nothing again. It's a fascinating thing. YouTube ad revenue is 55-45 to the creator, 70-30 for super chats and memberships. That seems about right. 70-30 to the creator for super chats, right? I hope so. Yeah, that's right. That's way better than what I get on Twitch. Yeah, I mean, Twitch doesn't really have ad revenue because they don't have the viewership in actual views that YouTube does, which is, I think, what they're trying to compensate for, which is why you get... Dude, I actually legitimately had, I think, 5 minutes of ads on Volpixie's stream the other day because I was going to tune in and be like, hey, what up? That's all I wanted to say, but I had actual 5 minutes. What are the best ways to support YouTubers? Like, is it worth anything to run videos in the background? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, okay. Yeah, running videos in the background is the probably best way to do it without, like, supporting something that they're selling. And, you know, like, I think legitimately if you watch a YouTuber every day and you just watch their videos nonstop, I think you still... I don't even think you earn as much as, like, just being a $5 member a month, you know what I mean? Like, I wish I knew the numbers of, like, what an individual viewer contributes to ad revenue. Like, if I could tell you, I wish there was a way to see, and there isn't, like, exactly how much money Sick specifically has generated me by watching my videos. That'd be such an interesting metric. I would love to know that. Just because it's like, you can measure how to go about content that way. You know what I mean? So, like, and then I'd be able to tell you, like, well, if Sick watched all of my videos in a month, or if she subscribed to be a member, which method would earn me more money? Well, the plus side is that watching a video in the background is free. So I think like in terms of viewer and YouTuber interest, I think that's the best way to do it. That's why I like making long videos, is because I want to be your background noise. You know, I want you to be able to put on JayMoji videos while you're doing other things and enjoy it and listen to it in the background and not have to think about it all the time. I want to make videos that are genuinely engaging, but it's nice. I like having content that people can just put on and just go about their day and they can enjoy, because that's what I do. I don't do anything in silence. I have to have a video playing in the background. I go to sleep to Game Grumps every night, almost every night. And I have videos playing in the background, usually Game Grumps, every single day when I'm cooking, when I'm cleaning the dishes, when I'm cleaning the studio, when I'm on the road, I listen to music, but like 90% of my life, there's a video playing in the background. And I have probably earned those Game Grumps compilation channels thousands of dollars. just myself, you know? Probably. But that's the best way to do it, I think. And to not have ad block. That's usually the main thing. And longer videos earn more revenue typically. I like making long videos because I just like the idea of like, well, if people watch my videos while they do stuff in the back, or if I watch other people's videos, like, I want to make content that people can watch in the background and they can go throughout their day. And it's like, well, I feel like I'm making an impact, you know? Like, I feel like if people are enjoying my stuff and they're willing to put it on in the background and go about their day, it's like, oh, that's cool. Like, I don't earn revenue by people lurking, necessarily, but I want people to lurk in the stream. I want to, like, have the stream on, and then people are watching, and they can go about their day, and I can be background noise and entertain. Like, it's my job. I find a lot of joy in doing that, because that's what I depend on for other content creators to do. So I want to, like, pay it forward in that way. If one of your videos gets sponsored, would YouTube still take the money? No. That's the best part about it, is YouTube does not take money from sponsors, because it all happens through a third party. If, you know, Failboat Incorporated wants to sell a plush, he can come to me and pay me flat X amount of dollars directly to me in exchange for the contractual obligation of talking about his product. So YouTube doesn't get any cut in any sense. Off topic, what capture card to use? I use an Elgato HD60S Plus. I'm thinking about upgrading to the new one, though, because I just got a new Stream Deck, and now I'm thinking, man, new Elgato products sure are shiny. I still got ad revenue when I took a HelloFresh mini sponsorship. Yes, and you still get ad revenue on your video. But the sponsorship comes through a direct, you know, deposit. Was that a 10x that just happened? Have I won a 10x? There was another 10x earlier. Did I win it? But does YouTube know if I'm tabbed out of a tab or if I have your video muted? No, does not. They do not know. I believe under most circumstances, as long as the video plays, I think it is all the same. I believe it is all the same. I don't think you need to be watching it with your eyes. I don't think that changes. Because if you had it in the background, you would still hear the ad. So, like, as far as they're concerned, the advertiser is happy because their ad is being heard by someone. And if you have it muted, I don't think that affects any metric by any means. So I don't think that really means much. Sorry, dude. This is the happiest I've been in a stream in a long time. Just talking about YouTube, like, this is great, man. Playing Splatoon, I don't even care about the game. I don't even know what the hell's happening anymore. You know? Audio has to be 50% or more, or else allegedly the view doesn't count. No way! I did not know that. Wow, dude, I've been doing this professionally full-time for 9 years, and I never knew that. I gotta look into that more. That's a fascinating metric. They know it has to be 50%. It doesn't count the view. So do ads play if I have a video muted? Because they can't play, well, okay, if I'm tabbed in and the volume is muted, do I get ads? That's so weird. I wonder. You must, right? You just get silent ads, but then ads play and nobody gets paid? So the advertiser gets free ad? That's not how that works. Something isn't right there. What kind of analytics do you see about viewers? Oh, I love this question. I can see where people are from, and I don't mean that in a scary way. It doesn't tell me viewer names. I can't, like, click on a viewer and see where they're from. It'll just give me a breakdown of age group. Like, demographics are what they're called. So it'll give me, like, the age group of my viewers, the average age group. It'll give me the general cities of where they're from. So YouTube can literally tell me, in the last 28 days, I got 10,000 views from people in New York City. That's one of my favorite metrics to look at. I love finding that out because it's like, wow, these are people that are like local to me, you know? And like, it's really good. It's a good analytic to have if like you want to, in my case, host a live show. You know what I mean? So like if I want to do a live show in New York and YouTube tells me that 30,000 of my recent viewers in the last 28 days are in New York, then it's like, well, there's 30,000 people out there that might be interested in seeing my show. If it's consistent, you know, it's a fascinating thing. Love that metric. Yeah, but geographical location, you don't see anything like ethnicity breakdown. You just see geographical location around the world, countries and whatnot, and age and gender identity. That's a big one too. YouTube gaming, dominated by the boys. Fascinating metric. When I started playing Animal Crossing, I had one of the highest female demographics of like a lot of other people that we knew. My channel manager was like, dude, ever since you started playing Animal Crossing, like the female viewer base has grown by like 3 times. And I was like, wow, that's fascinating. I'll never know it, chat. What was it? No, I saw it. It was something about Twitch. That Twitch volume. Oh, on Twitch, if your stream is muted, you don't count as a viewer. That's crazy. Wow, that's wild. Us women like Animal Crossing. You also need a certain amount of views to get that analytic data. Do you really? I didn't know. It's all so new, how specific they get, that it's been so long since I've known. I started a channel, would I be more reliant on sponsorships or uploading very often? If you started a channel, you wouldn't get sponsorships until... You wouldn't get real sponsorships that are worth your time until post 100,000 subscribers, maybe. If you're uploading a video and you gain... What they look for is like, you know, 50,000 views average per video. If you are a content creator and you're making videos that get uploaded that are averaging 50,000 views, you should never take a sponsorship below $1,000. I think, because your videos cost a lot to make, they cost your time, they generate a lot, and any sponsorship that wants to pay you that will pay you less than the video will earn in revenue. You don't want to do that. The reason you take sponsors is A, because it's a product you believe in which case I went for YouTube Premium because I love YouTube Premium. When YouTube approached me for that offer, I was like, this is like a dream. Because I love YouTube Premium and I get to tell people about it and include it in the video with their blessing. That's awesome. But if you're starting off, just upload videos and make revenue and do it that way. And then when you actually are getting a sufficient viewership to where sponsors are offering you thousands of dollars, then it's actually worth your time and effort. You know what I mean? That's the only time I would say it's worth it. Obviously you get more views when you're bigger, but are those views themselves more valuable per view? Ooh, Hayden, I see what you mean by views are always worth the same. Not true. Do you know about Google Preferred? They give you, if you get into like Google Preferred, you get a higher payout per view. But it's like a really exclusive thing that people get thrown into. But like, I'm not in it. Yeah, that's like the 1% of creators, right? Like, Hayden and I are two different size channels, but we get paid the same. I mean, okay, the rate, that's a complicated answer too, because like the rate is always different. If I curse in my video, oops, if I swear in my videos, I get less common, if I swear in my videos, I get less ads or lower paying ads, because not as many advertisers want to spend their money on, like, kid advertiser, for example, are not going to advertise on a channel that swears. So if I mark in my video, if I say that I swear, advertisers for kid products are out immediately. Therefore, I will not earn the revenue from those guys, and they pay a lot. So, like, you'll earn way less. That's why YouTubers don't swear, or they try not to swear in the first 30 seconds of the video, because advertisers of family-friendly products will not advertise on a non-family-friendly thing. So you earn more money if you are family-friendly. That's a fascinating fact, you know? Why finance channels make the most money. Exactly. Finance channels have sponsors who are financially successful. The places like Rocket Money or, you know, in the case of crypto back then, a lot of crypto places were getting money out of nowhere from scams, whatever, and they could dish out more expensive money. So financial channels make buco bucks off of the same views. So technically, no, different niches have different ad rates. But if you know, again, if Hayden and I are in the same niche and we have different viewer counts per month, we'll still get paid the same, roughly, depending on if I swear, depending on the fluctuating rate, whatever. It's about the same, usually. It's not like if Dan has more subscribers than me, he will get paid more per view. It's always the same. But if Dan doesn't swear, if Dan does certain other things that make him more appealing to advertisers to advertise on his video through YouTube, then YouTube will start giving him higher paying ads, so to speak. So I mean, it's a yes and no kind of thing. It's a constantly fluctuating thing. Was it a 10x? I don't think it was. There's a lot of cultural differences between what Jay does and what I do as a YouTuber, especially with live versus recorded content. Yeah, I've been doing more live content though, but I see what you mean. Like even that can be a little different. Virus has a question. Go for it, pal. Let's hear it. Ooh, Umami and Marlin. Let's do it. Why not? Let's go for it. If someone would start a channel, would it be worth to pay for something like an editor or editing software? Editing software until you can pay for an editor, and the moment you can afford an editor, do it! How much would you make in the last 28... Oh, how much did you make in the last 28 days, and what's your AdSense password? I'll DM you, bro. I'll DM you for sure. Yeah. No, on the, in the editing... Whoa, Virus is the winner! We hosted a raffle, and he's getting my AdSense for the last month. We're still at a down period, Hayden, so it's not what it used to be. I hope that's okay. That's so dope. Yeah, that's a great question about the editor thing, because I also, the analytical stuff is whatever. I love talking about the actual logistics of growing a channel. That's my other favorite thing. A lot of YouTubers, oh, V-Bucks is on our team. A lot of YouTubers, or at least aspiring YouTubers when they start, YouTube is a job that, and a career where technically, is that a triple jet engine? What airplane is this that it's triple jet? What? It's supposed to be an A380? I guess it is. Anyway, sorry, that really is a sidetrack. Anywho, so, yeah, so what was I saying? Oh, an editor. A lot of people, YouTube is a career where you can do it entirely alone. You know what I mean? You can do it entirely alone. It's very difficult to, but a lot of people go into it with this pride, and there's a culture around that as well. I'm glad Alpha brought up culture, because that plays into a lot of this stuff. YouTube has a culture of self-made, and so everybody thinks I'm gonna grind, I'm gonna work hard, I'm gonna be self-made, whatever. And you technically, with a superhuman amount of energy exerted, you can run a channel on your own. It is possible. You can plan, conceptualize, schedule, write, record, produce, edit, do the thumbnail, do the metadata, do all that stuff for one video all on your own. And, you know, and for a lot of people, the perk is you can say that you did it on your own without any help, and you earn all of the earnings. You know, you don't have to pay anyone to do anything. So you're technically, you make more money by doing everything on your own, which is true. And YouTube, you can do it. But when you start out, I think it's good to start like that, because the pressure isn't really on you. You know, you're still experimenting with what you want to do, and also you kind of can't afford an editor. But the best decision I ever made was hiring my editors. That was the best decision I ever did. Light Laser and Casero are the greatest things to ever come out of my YouTube career and my channel. The greatest things to ever happen to my channel. Let me put it that way. Because, you know, I knew Laser way before that, but I mean, like, they are the greatest things to ever happen to my channel. Because they uploading twice a week, good videos, I would not be able to do it. I would not be able to do it and maintain my sanity. And I don't say get an editor. I know Laser's one of the funniest people ever, and he doesn't make content. It pisses me off too. But like he edits my videos, and his humor comes out through that, and I enjoy that a lot, and I'm very fortunate to have him for that reason. But also, like, he collabs with us and joins in our videos, and that makes me very happy too. So let me tell you, man, a world without Light Laser is not one I would want to be in. You know, yeah, like, I just believe that having an editor is like, if you edit your own videos, you're gonna work so much and you're gonna burn out, and then that sabotages the future potential of your channel, and then you can't make videos as good. You know, you'll not be able to make videos as consistently. You'll burn out. Yeah, Hayden. I'm just saying generally, it can happen to anyone. If you try loading all this stuff on yourself constantly, you're gonna burn out, and then you either do what I did years ago, where you start sacrificing the quality of the videos. They become more produced and not crafted. I like the word produce because I think producing something, like, from a video standpoint has passion, but we'll say manufactured, right? You're not producing videos. You're not, like, putting effort and thought and creativity into it and producing something, you know? You're manufacturing it because you want to hit a deadline, and you know you have so much of a workload to do. And then the moment that that's done, it's not as good as you wanted it to be because you dedicated all of yourself to it. And then suddenly, you know, the next project is coming up, and you're like, damn, now I gotta work on this, and I have to do this next thing. I just burnt myself out, and then you burn out. So I would recommend, if you are starting a new channel, to answer your question, Penguin, I think if you're starting a channel, it's worth it to edit, but the moment you start, it's not worth you have to. I really think you have to. I don't think you should invest any money that you don't have for something like an editor, because I think you can do it on your own at the start while you figure out what you like. Maybe you love editing, and then you know what I mean? I think you got to start at first just to know, you know, and know what you like out of your videos. But if your channel starts making, you know, $2 grand a month, like, I almost think it's worth it. I mean, it's hard if, like, if YouTube is the only thing that you do. If your channel makes between $2 and $5 grand a month, right? Anywhere like that, it's like you need to hire an editor, because it is so necessary to maintaining that and growing. You know, if I edited all my videos, we would be uploading once a month again. You know what I mean? Shout out PK, the man, the myth, the legend, my favorite streamer. Shouts out to this guy. Speaking of legendary YouTuber. But yeah, an editor is the greatest asset. But there's that other aspect of it too that I suffered from, that every YouTuber that I know experienced at some point, is the ego. And it's ego in terms of, like, You make videos, you edit them, you find a style for a little while, you find a little bit of success, and then the moment that an editor is really something that you start to really need, or it becomes in the conversation, you're like, no, but nobody's gonna do it the same way that I do, so why would I hire someone else to edit for me? BS, by the way, just a horrible culture shock. Reality check for any smaller YouTubers who are at that point or have that mindset. Total BS. An editor who's an actual editor is gonna do it better than you do. Swallow your pride. They're gonna make your video better than you would make it, and they're gonna make it faster, and they're gonna take away the workload from you. It was one of the most difficult things for me to do, but Casero and Light Laser are better editors than I could ever be. And instead of being bitter about it, I said, you know what? I want to make good videos, so let me hire these people who are just better, and we can produce something. You know what I mean? It's so tough. It's a tough pill to swallow because it's such a self-made business where you want to say you did everything by yourself, but it's just the true people. And any, you know, this is what I realized. Like, right, I wanted to be and still want to be a filmmaker. Before I got into YouTube, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a filmmaker, or it's when I started that. And I started YouTube as a way of kind of getting out that itch of like creating things that people could see and things that I liked and was passionate about. And I had that ego of like, no one's gonna edit videos as good as I do. What do you mean? I'm the best at it. Whatever. I'm the best at editing my videos, and I don't want to change it up. I want to say that I did all of it. But then everyone is rolled. I'm so sorry. No, it's okay, PK. Honestly, bro, you led me down the best possible path because here I am. You know what I mean? I owe you that. That's the damn truth. But like, you know, I quickly realized, well, you know, Christopher Nolan didn't make Interstellar. He didn't make it. He directed it. He had a lot of say in how the film went down. But I think like 1,000 other people worked on that movie. And it can't be what it is unless so many other people who are equally passionate about a project or have skills in their own field come together to make something. You know what I mean? And that's what I realized I love about film, and what I realized I should start to love about YouTube. And what I should acknowledge about YouTube is I like writing, or not writing, like coming up with the video ideas, writing the scripts, whatever. I like editing, but to a certain extent. Like I like editing, but if I find someone else who can make an edit as good as, if not better than what I had in my head, i.e. Laser and Casero in this case, I'm totally fine with never editing. You know what I mean? I love recording, I love releasing videos, I love putting the final touches on things and polishing it, and I'm starting to like making thumbnails because that's the most crucial part of YouTube. But then it's like, well, Charlie is an amazing artist who can make a better thumbnail than I ever could make. So then instead of trying to make all my own thumbnails, why don't I hire someone who is a professional in their field to be a part of something I'm working on. In the same way that, like, with the actual video itself and the editing, Laser and Casero are professionals. You know what I mean? It's like I should be having them do that kind of thing. And if the channel can sustain it, it's like, I want that. I want to offload that work to other people who can help me accomplish the overall goal, which was to make an amazing video that millions of people love. So I'm okay if that goal can happen without the label of, well, I did it myself, because the viewer doesn't know, and the viewer doesn't care. The viewer cares about how good it was, if they enjoyed it, if they felt like it came from people who cared about it, right? And if the viewer can tell that it's a good video that was made by people who are good at what they do, they're not going to be like, well, this is better because Jay did it alone. You know, they're going to be like, this is good because everybody who worked on it and touched it loved it and had fun with it. You know what I mean? Like, I love the recording and laughing in the videos that we do, and then the edits that Laser and Casero do, because their sense of humor gets integrated into it, is like, it's just a whole nother level. And I want the viewer to be able to tell that, like, other people with talent and humor and character put their flavors into the soup, you know, so that we're serving you a delicious soup. That's our job. So anyway, that's that. Just wanted to make sure this thing gets away. What was it? Who said it? Jupiter? Jupiter, Saturn? Oh, I presume doing meteor. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I can't see what the original question was. It was from Jupiter, Saturn. And Sick pinged it. I lost it. And I don't see it anywhere. Did you copy paste what it was? Because I totally lost it. I'm sorry. It was allegedly said to be important. I know, you guys are replying to it, but like I can't see it. Hey, honest question, when a YouTuber is starting out, how much content should they try to make, such how often? I've been curious about that. Thank. Excellent question. This answer is so... This is the only answer that's nearly impossible to ask. Because it depends on what you want to do. If you want to make video essays... Oh, thank you, Lugga, for the gifted sub to Pro Char. Appreciate that. Lugga, sorry. Thank you. Yeah, it depends on what content you want to make. Like, if you want to do hour-long video essays, you should do, like, once a month. You know what I mean? Like, something like that. Maybe twice a month to start off. But I think maybe the real answer to that is, like, what can you do without burning yourself out? What can you reasonably create, and what can you reasonably do? I think that's the only expectation. I think you should never go longer than a month between uploads, ever, no matter what your content is. Because YouTube, you literally fall out of people's recommended after 30 days. So YouTube will not recommend if you're not active. It's going to focus on recommending people that are active or that are getting views. But here's the way that it really is, right? If you produce content that gets decent views, you're going to want to upload more. If you produce content that gets insanely high views, you can afford to produce less. That's the way I see it, because the ultimate metric is the monthly viewership, right? So for me, my channel in the last month got 2 million views, right? So I got that 2 million views by uploading videos that have less than 2 million views twice a week, all through June. So we uploaded twice a week in June, and that ended up in around 2 million views, I think, right? Let's say someone who does a video essay can upload a video that gets 2 million views itself. Well, then they only technically need to upload one video a month, right? To create that same equilibrium of viewership. I think the average gaming YouTuber, like, minimum weekly, or not minimum, I think, like, I mean, I think it fluctuates too much. If your videos take longer than a week to produce, you know, like channels like Branzy, he can't make a video a week like I can because his videos have way more that go into them, but they also yield way higher views. So he doesn't need to make more consistent stuff, you know? I like making videos that have a lot of production in them, but not to the point where we're going crazy. And because I have two editors, we can do quality over quantity, right? We can upload twice a week, but we don't have to sacrifice any quality for that. Because I have two separate people making those videos. You know what I mean? While I'm already working on the next thing. So we can still upload quality videos while having a decent quantity, I think. And I think for our type of videos that have editing, that have pacing, that have gimmicks, if we uploaded daily, A, it would burn us the hell out, and we would run out of ideas by September. You know what I mean? Maybe not September. I have enough video ideas. With my current schedule, I have enough video ideas to make it to, like, mid-2026. But, Mr. JayMoji, can I have a raise? No! I have enough video ideas to make it to, like, 2026, but if we uploaded every single day, that list goes down to, like, December of this year. You know what I mean? Maybe less, actually. That's a lot of days. And I'm talking about, like, repeatable content, too. So, like, is there a sweet spot on how long a video should be? Not particularly. If you upload videos like I do, like gaming videos about playing a game and having a funny gimmick or challenge or story that you want to tell, 20 minutes is probably the sweet spot. I would say it's not too long, but it's like you can sit down, enjoy a meal, and watch the video. That's around 20 minutes. That's what I aim for, usually. Like, I want you to click on the video and have a video to watch. Like, I want it to be worth your time, you know? And then I like doing really long videos that like you can throw on in the background and then, hey, you have it. Got me wondering, oh, for Laser, do you and Casero chat with each other when working on different video and keep specific JayMoji flavor in the videos? Even when you guys have slightly different style in editing? That I'm actually curious about that, if you guys ever communicate about that stuff. I don't tell them to go to the JayMoji style. I mean, okay, I do, because I like to have a general say on like what kind of stuff goes in. But like, you know, I think they each put their own kind of flavor into stuff that is uniquely them. And our videos aren't complicated. They're not too formulaic. They're just fun videos that feature fun moments. And I think Laser and Casero are already masters of that. So I'd be surprised. I'd be surprised if they converse on stuff like that, because we don't really have too complicated of a style. You know, there is not really much of a style. I think, for me at least, I think there's a format that we follow and things that we like to have in videos, and I think Laser and Casero have mastered that. So, formulaic is a fun word. I agree. It's just got a lot of fun, like, just motions in it. Formulaic. That's what, dude, I love the word subsequently. Subsequently is a fun word to say. It's just interesting, and it applies to so many things, and it just floats out. Subsequently. it sounds intelligent. I don't know why it's fun. It's a fun word to say. Like, I think it's my favorite word. How much of a nerd am I to have a favorite word? I don't know. Whoa. You in there, pal. Watch yourself. He's dead. Okay, that works. Jeez. Subsequent by itself is good. Yeah, because it's got sequent in it. Subsequent. It's cool. It's just a cool word. I like it. All of this Splatfest stream has been me talking about YouTube. Oh my god, the stream is 5 hours long. Have I been talking about YouTube for 3 hours? There's no way. That's not true. That's not true, guys. That can't be true. This cannot be true, because the what's-the-name stream was only 2 hours. I have? Oh my god. That's wild. Hey, thank you, Anonymous, for the gifted sub to Panda Elianza. Appreciate that love and support. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for supporting me. Are the bomb. I don't know so much about winning this one, pal. I don't think that's happening this time. I'm so deeply into this topic that it's almost 4:30. I can slowly see the sun rising. Oh, that's wild. That is wild. It's already 10:15 at night. What the freaking spruce, man? I'm sitting here talking about YouTube. I love talking about it, man. To people who care. Hey! Oh, I got a freshness raise. That's dope. I deserve a raise. I've been friends with you for about 6 years. It's about time. That's facts. That is facts, actually. Whatever kept you motivated to make videos when you were a small creator? The prospect of becoming a big creator. That still motivates me. I have not made it by any means. Like, I think I've made a career out of it, but it's not where I know I'm capable of being. That's what motivates me. It's like, I don't want to die knowing that I didn't give it my all. You know what I mean? I don't want to disappear from this world being like, well, at least I 50% contributed to my YouTube channel. At least I half-assed it. Like, no, I want to know what the hell this thing can do. I want to know what I'm here for. Right? Like, well, I'm here for something. I'm obviously capable of something. Why don't I just throw myself at something, put it out there, see what happens? You know? And I like to think I'm capable of making a really successful YouTube channel. You know, I like to think I'm capable of making a film, and I only think that because I love it and I have passion in it. Therefore, why would I not be capable of achieving great things by my metric of great? By my metric, that's making a feature-length film that wins an award of some kind. You know, that's a dream. Why can't I have a YouTube channel that has 1 million subscribers, right? That's a huge, amazing thing that I've dedicated every day of the last 9 years. I've dedicated my life to that. Like I'm halfway there, you know, 500,000 subscribers. Who's to say it can't happen? Me is the only person that says it can happen, and that's just by me not doing it. The only way I can't get there is by just giving up or half-assing it. Otherwise, it's pretty set in stone. And by set in stone, I don't mean like I'm just guaranteed to be successful. There's a lot of things that can contribute to that. But I mean, like, if I really 100% apply myself, and this goes to anybody, like 100% applying yourself while also while having a healthy relationship with what you're doing so that you can be true to yourself, maintain a healthy, happy lifestyle, and spend your time doing something you love and doing right by the people with you. Like, that to me is giving 100, you know? And like, if I do that and I'm constantly learning, I'm trying to get better at what I do, like, who's to say I can't have 1 million subscribers? That should totally be something I could accomplish, you know? And the only person who's gonna stop me from doing that is me. If I wake up and say I'm actually gonna scroll through TikTok today instead of, you know, live to my fullest potential and do what I know I'm here to do, or what I know I'm capable of doing. I get the most satisfaction knowing that even if a video doesn't perform really well, I'm like, damn, I put a lot of work in that video and the people that watched it love it. I mean, oh, that's the way to do it. Remember when you had like 8K and you told me I could do it, anything's possible. That's the truth. That is the truth. I have always stood by that. The only way you don't make it as a YouTuber is by just not doing it. Otherwise, it's kind of impossible for you to sit there, learn about it, study it, improve yourself, learn from other people, meet other people. Like, as long as you're doing the things that make you a YouTuber, you can't constantly fail if you're doing it right. And even if you're doing it and doing it wrong, you're still learning something. And then you apply those things and you get better. No reason you can't do that. Anybody can do that. You did definitely gave me a couple leads on how to start. Follow us right by Charles, side order, tournament, we're going to collab with Vic. Yeah, big events like that, it always comes from a point of inspiration. That's such a necessary thing. I don't want to die knowing that I didn't give it my all, you know what I mean? I don't want to disappear from this world being like, well, but at least I 50% contributed to my YouTube channel. At least I half-assed it. Like, no, I want to know what the hell this thing can do. I want to know what I'm here for, right? Well, I'm here for something. That was good. That was good. I feel like that came out of... I don't remember the quote as I said it. That's why I'm reading it back. I'm like, damn, I really cooked that? That's crazy. I don't remember cooking that. Who let that one out of the kitchen? Do you have days like that ever where you just can't get out of bed no matter how much you want to? Absolutely. It's impossible to not have that. It's like genuinely stupid to think that's not gonna happen. It's stupid to create the expectation of yourself. It's naive to create the expectation of yourself that you are not gonna have down days. It's dangerous to assume that that won't happen. Yesterday I burnt out. I wanted to do way more than I did in terms of work. Because we had the Red Bull stream at 4 p.m, but like I was perfectly capable of editing and working on some stuff beforehand, but I got distracted and didn't. And I'm getting better at, and this is a constant battle with me, and I'm sure with other people in creative industries or self-managed industries, right? Constant battle of like, man, I wish I could have done more, but like at the same time, I did everything that I could do that day. And at least the day where I didn't do as much, I'm like, you know what? I wasn't feeling that great. And not that I wasn't feeling great, but like I didn't feel as motivated. So let me get that motivation back by resting. That's how you get it back. you don't work hard to get motivated. You get motivated by resting so you can work hard, you know? And then if I'm rested and I feel like, you know what, I can get some stuff done today. I'm gonna achieve something. I feel inspired. I'm gonna work on something. I feel motivated. And then you work on it, you're gonna produce something way better than you ever could have off of no motivation. So yeah, those days where you can't get out of bed, like, yeah, that happens. You know, some people experience it a lot more than others, and I encourage anybody, for the sake of mental health, if you have a lot of days where you can't get out of bed, it's something worth talking to someone over or looking into. But it don't also create the expectation that that is something you will get away from permanently. You just have days where you're just like, oh, I'm gonna be tired today. And that is a sign that it's like, you know what, I think I need the rest. Now, granted, if you have a job or you're in school, sometimes you can't have that rest. But you gotta try and take it easy in other aspects of your life, like not going out, you know, or like when you're back from homework or school, like that's the day that you rest. You don't, you know, try focusing on other side projects or anything like that. Like you gotta be real with yourself on what you create. You know, you can't unreasonably demand things of yourself. Because flowers don't grow in cement. You know, you need to cultivate an environment where you can actually produce things and you know, be that flower, so to speak. That's cheesy. It's so cheesy, but I'm just telling you the things that I tell myself. You know? Thank you. I'm also awesome at Splatoon. In case you guys were wondering. Little unknown fact about me. Sometimes I don't want to exist, but then I realize the good in life and how much better my life has become. My support system is so much better, plus the community is amazing. I'm so grateful for being here. I'm grateful that you're here. There's so many people that are grateful that you're here. Life can only get better once you hit the rock bottom. And I've never been at a point where that's not true. I guess I have had days in my life where I'm like, oh man, like, this life thing is hard. Like, what am I doing? You know, am I really up for this? Especially in my younger years when I was a teenager. But, you know, naturally, because this happens, things got better. And I met people that shared passions with me. Thank you, Toxic Cake, for the 8-month, by the way. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support. I met people who support me. I found a whole bunch of people that support me, and I was like, all right, this place is pretty cool. we can make it work, right? We can make things all right. But if not, I'm just gonna hang out around, you know, at least until the next day, see what goes down, see what cool things are happening. There's people in my life that care a lot. So, you know, that's what I get from YouTube. YouTube, without a doubt, though, it can demoralize you. Because that's the thing that I wish I could tell. That's the thing that I want to warn all the people who want to become YouTubers, and this is a crucial thing, right? It's like, yes, like I said earlier, the algorithm really reflects who you are as a creator. It holds up a mirror to popcorn. Really holds up a mirror to the content you're releasing. But it's not reflective of you. It's just reflective of what you're producing. Does that make sense? You really, and this is crucial, and I think I wish I had done it early on, and I don't know any creator who's done it early on, and I hope more people do this. YouTube's algorithm and your view count and your channel performance does not reflect you. It reflects what you are doing right now. You know? So, you know, in the last 6 months, my channel has not been as high performing as it used to be. And that was scary because I moved. So suddenly I'm living on my own now. I'm an adult. I have a lot more financial responsibilities and future career responsibilities I need to uphold, and it scared me. I was like, people aren't watching me anymore. What's wrong with me? Why am I not releasing good content? Why am I not producing? And again, I didn't blame the algorithm even then. It's just like, people aren't watching. People aren't going to click on something they don't want to see. So even if the algorithm was recommending it to people for me, which it always is, people aren't clicking on it. People don't click on something they don't want to watch. So what am I doing? And it's really difficult to separate yourself and your worth from the channel's current performance. But they are two separate things. They truly are. And I hope that a lot of the aspiring creators, or at least people who are starting to get some level of success, even if it's 1,000 views on a video and then your next video only gets 64. Yeah, you didn't put out something that maybe those same 1,000 people were interested in that exact moment, right? Doesn't mean that you can't produce something that's good anymore, or that you've lost the touch, or that you just don't know what you're doing. You do. You're just not doing exactly what people wanted in that moment. And that does not reflect your worth, it doesn't reflect who you are, or what you're capable of, or your integrity, or creativity, or anything. Like, you know, it's all a temporary thing. If you're an artist and you draw art and you post it and it doesn't get as many likes as it does before, maybe the reality is, yeah, not that many people were interested in it in that moment. You know, but it's like, if you were interested in it and there are people that are interested in it, then you didn't do anything wrong. You know what I mean? You made something that you love that was true to you. You achieved everything you could have, you know? Does it reflect you and your worth? You're suddenly not worth less because less people showed interest in that specific thing. Again, interest is a dynamic thing. Among Us videos don't get viewership like they did in 2020. If I upload an Among Us video right now, it's gonna do way terrible. You know what I mean? But if I uploaded it back in 2020, the same video back in 2020, we got 1 million views, right? Does it mean that now my worth is less than it was in 2020? It means people just don't want to watch that right now. You know, that's all it is. So, you know, that's a sickness that every YouTuber I know has experienced. 90% of my friends are YouTubers. That's not true. But the majority of 50% of my friends are YouTubers, and the rest being like my mods and my high school friends. Okay, 80% of my friends are YouTubers. 80 or 70%, whatever. A large percentage of my people, you know. So I think just every single one of them, from what I've seen, has dealt with that at some point, of just like, oh man, if something isn't doing good, then I must have lost my touch, or I'm not good enough, or I'm not this and that. And I've lived through it every day. I came to a really big breaking point, and I don't like talking about negative stuff in my personal life all that much. But Cam, you're in the top 1% of my friend named VimoCam. That's the top of the pillar, dude. But no, I had this period started about 2 months ago, where I was just like, dude, the viewership was really low, the revenue coming in, I like couldn't afford to pay rent for like 4 months, and I was just like, I used to be on top of it back in 2020 when Animal Crossing came out and we were growing like crazy, and then for the 2 or 3 years after that, everything was so good. I was making irresponsible financial decisions, and I was, oh, what is this team? This is open. How is this happening? Oh, maybe they're friends. But like, you know, there was a period of my life where like recently, very recently, as recent as 2 months ago, and there's still remnants of it now, where I would just be like, wait, like, I haven't had a really, you know, high-performing video in years. I have not made a really huge living in the last, like, half a year. And I've been struggling to pay my rent the last couple months off of YouTube. Like, I thought I had it. I was fine, and then everything changed, and things have not been where they were. Like, what's going on? And I got hit with that thing of, like, this is the breaking point. Like, do I need to give up? Do I need to quit? Like, is this not my calling? Like, I went my whole life thinking this was what I was meant to do. And then suddenly, in the face of adversity, I get this sudden hit of like, oh, like, success is not guaranteed. Like, I really need to invest a lot of time and energy into this. If I want to, you know, if I want to make this work. I can't just be half-assing videos and putting them out once every 2 to 3 weeks, you know, and then getting distracted by other things and whatever. It just can't, it can't happen. Or mismanaging my time and not spending it in the right places, like all kinds of things. Not disciplining myself, not branching out and trying to learn new things about YouTube, instead just throwing things at the wall and seeing if they stick. A lot of things that I learned. And I absolutely had that period of like, I don't think I can do this. I just don't think YouTube is my thing. Suddenly this is not what I'm just effortlessly good at. Like, it's gonna take me a lot of work to be good at this. And that it does. And I find no shame now in real. That's when I started realizing, like, we gotta upload twice a week. Because I need to learn more. I need to upload more videos. I need to produce more. I need to learn more about this as I do it. And I need to give the audience what they actually came for, which is good content with me or my friends, having a good time playing games and trying all these different fun ideas. I want to just get out there. I want to just make stuff and prove to myself I am capable of doing this. And ever since we started uploading twice a week, things have started getting better. I'm starting to get ahead of things financially. I'm getting ahead of things emotionally and morally. And I suddenly feel like, well, okay, maybe I do know how to do this. You know what I mean? Maybe I do know what I'm doing, and I can make a career out of this, and I can get to the point where financially I never have to worry about anything, or, you know, I never have to worry about what I'm producing. I can attach emotionally less to it. I can get to that point in life. Who knows? Maybe I can. And lately I've started to see the light at the end of that tunnel, and that feels really good. That feels really, really, really good. So that's what I'm going for. that's where my head has been. With hardworking creators ever known, dude, your standards are immaculate and you have the most creative mind. Laser, I would not be where I am without you and the work that you have. Let's be the most realistic we can. I try to work very hard, and I know I do, but you know, I've swallowed my pride and realized I would not be anywhere without the people that help me make the things that I do. You think this would blow up as an audio on TikTok? Which one? Which one is it? Your ass emoji looks like a hearty. It does. It does look like a hearty. Jay, you make me want to make a YouTube channel. That's how I started it. Scroll up. Oh, is it this? Motivates me. It's like, I don't want to die knowing that I didn't. This is copyright music, isn't it? I don't think I can play this. Maybe I can. Who cares? Give it my all. You know what I mean? I don't want to disappear from this world being like, well, at least I 50% contributed to my YouTube channel. At least I half-assed it. That's fire. That's so dope. What a good moment. What a good moment where we cooked. It's the Hope Core song. That's awesome, man. That's great. I want to post commentaries and animation videos. I know this is something I want to do to boost my chances of my original content being viewed. But aside from the general self-doubt about my own ability, I also can't shake social anxiety of putting myself out there. This is why I don't even post art on my social media, because I can't handle the pressure. I guess my question is, how do you get past the pressure? This is a hard one for me to... And I wish I could relate more so that I could produce a better answer, but I will try to produce the best I can based on my experiences and the experiences I've learned from people around me. Really. Excellent question. I love it. And I know you are so not alone in that. And I'm grateful that you said that and you're brave enough to put that out there, because I think a lot of people go through the same thing. You're not the first person who said that to me, and you're definitely not the last. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's probably a really tough thing. I don't mean this as a brag, I just mean this to explain why this is a difficult thing for me to answer. I never had that like pressure or that wall. Not the pressure, that's not true. I never had the wall of social anxiety or putting myself out there. I was always just like, I gotta be out there. You know what I mean? I saw how fun it was and I was like, I want to be out there. I need to be out there. Let me just do it and see what happens. But if I kind of reverse engineer that mentality, I think maybe it could offer something useful. Because I think where that came from was just I looked ultimately at like what I wanted to do. And I asked myself a lot of questions of like, I absolutely had self-doubt. I don't know if that's tethered to social anxiety, but I imagine it is in certain ways of like, you know, what if I'm not good enough? What if people don't like it? What are people going to think about me? What if I don't say the right thing? I guess I do deal with that to a certain degree. When it came to YouTube, I didn't experience it at much, but I think the reason is because I was so excited about the actual craft itself. And I kind of found peace in knowing that whatever I put out, I'm only gonna put out something that I'm proud of. To the point where like it's out of my control what happens to it. Does that make sense? Like, that's what I mean about the half-assed thing. I would get social anxiety if I were releasing something that I knew was not as good as it could be. Or something that I knew not as good as it could be. Something that I knew I did not put real effort into. Or real passion or 100% of my effort into. So if I'm a video creator and I start making videos and I'm like, well, my videos are actually kind of lazy. Like I didn't actually sit down. I just kind of half-assed it to see what would happen, you know? Then I can understand feeling the anxiety because it's like, well, if I don't even think it's that good, then it might be likely that people will see through the cracks and they'll think it's not good. But like, if you are passionate about what you make and you feel like it's good enough that you're like, you know what, I'm gonna put it out there and show people and let people see, then people are gonna know, people are gonna detect that. People are gonna detect that, and then the moment that you get that gratification of people being like, hey, this is good, I can tell you worked hard on it, thanks for sharing this inspired me, made me feel good. It melts all of it away. It melts all the pressure and all the anxiety away, I think, of, oh my god, I was worried about people liking this, but they do like it. There are people that do like it. There are people that don't. There will always be people that don't, but there are people that do. And that's who I'm making this kind of thing for. So why not just put myself out there? Why not put what I'm making out there? I can do it. I can create it. It comes from the heart. What do I have to lose? Nothing. You have nothing to lose at all, you know? So that's I guess what I would say. And that's a very like just go at it way of doing it. But I mean, I think I don't think there is any way to circumvent the bravery. It takes the courage to take the risk of like, it's totally fine to have social anxiety. It's totally fine to have anxiety and pressure and be like, I am anxious about this. Good. Let that happen. Embrace that feeling. Let it pass through you. But it is not the I have anxiety that is the killer. It's I have anxiety and therefore I will let it stop me from doing what I want to do. That's the killer. And it's that bravery that has to step in. It's just that one leap of I have anxiety about this, but I'm going to put it out anyway because I believe in it. And then when you put it out and it gets positive reception, it helps you combat in the next post. I put out a product I was anxious about. I put out a piece of work I was anxious about, but I braved it. And I know I'm capable of braving it, and I can do it again, and it got positive reception. So I know there's people out there that like what I do. The only way to find that out is by releasing that, you know? JayMoji Creator Camp. What was this one? This was by Franker Z. Cam was pinging me about. Okay, Cam, could you copy and repost that one? I assume it was a very noticeable one, or notable one even, question. TED Talk when? I would love to do a TED Talk. If you're scared to do something, do it scared. That's great. I like that. You know, I also like to imagine philosophically, and I don't really, again, I never really experienced not deliberating, debilitating anxiety, but I definitely have had, you know, nerves about a lot of the things I produce. But I think it's like, anxiety is kind of, in terms of creativity, an awesome thing. Because it's like, oh, I'm anxious about this. That means I care about it. That means it's good. So like, I'm doing the right thing. If you didn't care about it, or you didn't care about the stakes, or it didn't matter to you, you wouldn't be anxious. You know? You're like, oh, I'm anxious because I know that this might actually, because you know there's a prospect of it being really good. So it's like, you kind of chase that, you know? It's like, well, I'm anxious, therefore, you know? All right, I see it. It's from Sickle Blitz to Legend. I do love Sickle Blitz. I'm a huge Sickle Blitz fan. I just came here from 6th Street, and I'm here to say I love you guys. It's been a really good 5 years of my life. You all even haven't been around. I got a job! A hashtag job! I miss you all. Hope you're doing well. Love you. Oh, we love you. We love you, Blitz, bro. So proud of you, man. That's awesome. That's our guy. That's our Sickle Blitz, man. Out there. Member of society. Absolutely just becoming a legend in the making. I could say I was here. I'm very proud of that. Oops, I'm gonna run away from you. Thank you, Cam, for forwarding that to me. Is it better to upload what you enjoy or what the algorithm prefers as a big creator? Well, again, with the algorithm only prefers... The algorithm doesn't prefer anything. What your audience prefers. And if your audience prefers what you are currently making, don't shock them and suddenly upload something completely different. Acclimate them to different styles of content slowly over time, until your audience... Okay, here's like the real secret sauce to becoming a variety creator. It has to be you. My audience needs to like me. That's the real thing. If they're not like, if they don't like me and what I do, and they don't find me entertaining or funny or relatable, or like they don't feel any attachment to me, they're not gonna watch me play something that isn't Splatoon, you know? I'm the secret ingredient. The secret ingredient: 4 heaping pounds of lightly ground plankton. I'm the Krabby Patty formula. Oh my god. But yeah, you know, the personality helps people. People will watch whatever you do, you know? Like Laser, for example. Okay, we'll talk about him in his streams. I don't watch Laser for a specific stream. Laser could stream whatever. And it's like, well, he's funny, and I want to see what he's gonna play, so I'll just watch whatever he plays, you know? Thank you for the shout-out to Light Laser. That's, I mean, you know, that's really how it works. How do you build an audience? Make videos, and they'll start popping up. That's all it is. And respond to comments and engage with them. I recommend streaming to talk to people, engage with their community, learn about them, make some connections, see what they like. That's how you do it. Can you stream Trumpet 10 hours and react to every individual dude? That's awesome. I'm talking about YouTube, Jay's favorite topic. That's the one. Why'd you pick theme park? I don't know. I thought it'd be cool to have everyone to rent out a theme park for other people to go to. Like if I just had a theme park and we had all the JayMoji viewers go to a JayMoji themed theme park, that'd be awesome. Having a beach party with viewers, and I'm not into that. Having a palace, it's like, what do we need to dress in ball gowns? A theme park. Yeah, man. JayMoji Land. Yeah, man. Let's do it. My own little Astro World. Oh, JayMoji Land. Oh my god. That's funny. That's really funny to me for some reason. What a waste of a special. Bring on the clown! JayMoji Land. Oh, easy. Whoa, now, pal. Son of a beach. That's funny. That's a very funny thing. It's a funny pun because it sounds like a swear. A swear that I won't say. Me personally, I'd never say that word. But some horrible, disgusting people would. And not me, of course, though. I'm helping. I'm here too. We have 2 Nautilus on our team. That's how we're winning. Glove flavor. Ew, glove flavor. Ew, Splatoon flavor. Team wiping? What's going on, team? What's going on, guys? We were on top of the world for a second. Suddenly we lost our touch. Hopefully now we don't know what to do. Okay, that's fine. The park is Jay's house, yeah. JayMoji Land, my home. This is my front lawn. This is the bathroom. This is the guest bathroom. This is where everyone shares. Have fun. This is the kitchen where all the funnel cakes are. This is the, yeah. I don't like pistachio. Then why did you ask for it? Like I haven't won a lot of cool things in this Splatfest. Although we're almost to ruler. So I say we get to ruler and then call it after there. After that. SpongeBob character, as if I was SpongeBob character, I think I would be yours. Probably, I think so too. Does JayMoji Spaceland have cotton candy ice cream? Yeah, why not? No, JayMoji Spaceland's got that astronaut ice cream that they give away at every museum ever. That's what they got. I like that stuff. That astronaut food. Dude, I think it's pretty good. Is it liquid nitrogen? I don't know about that. Is that true? You know that uranium that astronauts eat? That stuff bangs. Dried ice cream that just sucks all the moisture from your mouth. Yeah, that's the one. We'd sell that. But like, you know, overcharged for it. Because it's, you know, a theme park. And I'm trying to make $1 million. And that's the way I do it, I think. I love uranium. You know what? We've talked about... We've just been talking about YouTube and motivational stuff for the last, like... many hours. This is a 5.5 hour stream. We've just been talking about YouTube and motivational what BS TED Talk for 3 hours now. And now that we're not talking about that, I'm at a total loss. I'm like, what do I don't know what to say. I've been playing Splatfest for hours. This is all it is. Oops, that's the death. That you die down there. Oops. U is for uranium bombs. If there's anything you can take out of this stream, I hope it's that. That U is for uranium bombs. This map looks cool at night. Late night airport vibes. I dig it. Oops. He was on the right of me. What is happening? What is going on in chat? F is for friendship? No. F is for fire that burns down the whole town. You know that. Come on, guys. Don't act like you don't know the rules. Act like you don't know the song. Don't maybe tap the sign. Whee! Oops. Okay. N is for no survivors. N is for no survivors. Oh my god. So funny. I don't think we won that. I think I fumbled a little bit at the end, but it's okay. And is for no. So wait a minute. Boom, we see that win. What? By point. What was it? 41.2 by 0.6. Are you? I was one Dixie cup of ink away from winning. Are you for real? On God? On that? Dude, you lost. How do you feel? I'm gonna be honest. Not like a champion. I don't feel like a champion. I was a thimble away. I was a spit away from winning. I was a little... We would have had it. Not the case, though. Not the case. It's fine. Have I missed anything? Oh, Sicko Blitz. Oh, thank you for the 100. We got that. We got you. That was it. Okay, sorry. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. That's true, Espion. It is true. As perfectly balanced as all things should be. Sneeze of ink. We want you for president. He's not old enough to run. Yeah, I'm 10 and a half. My mom wouldn't let me. N is for no survivors. What's going on Twitter? Oh, Laser. Laser's in Splatoon 3. That's awesome, dude. I'm so excited for him. He's in the game for real. Pretty heat. Pretty heat. It's very real. Very real indeed. 80-second queue time? What game is this? What are you talking about? Can't even give a guy a goddamn 10x? I mean, I get it. I wouldn't give me one either. Who inspires me? It's never like a famous person or opponent figure. That's awesome, Cam. That means a lot to me. You don't even know. Because like, I agree with that sentiment in that you don't need a person who motivates you to be like a famous person, you know, or like somebody who has everything. Because nobody has everything. Truly, if there was somebody in this world that had all their stuff together, perfectly successful, their relationships were flawless, everything that came out of their mouth was perfect, we would know. We'd know about it. And that would be the perfect person to aim for. Had the perfect political view. You know what I mean? Just could say everything right to every single person ever. We would know about that guy. Well, we ain't seen him yet. You know what I mean? So until then, I think it's reasonable that everyone has flaws, therefore everyone can be someone worth looking up to. And I agree. I think the peers around me, I look up to. I think the majority of my YouTube inspiration, I think comes from Dan and Skip. I think primarily, because, you know, I've had a lot of calls about YouTube stuff with them. And Hayden too. It's good to have, it is really good to have people around you that are also passionate about things that you're similarly passionate about. Because it's like, they inspire you, but not in a, oh, you're so much better than me kind of way. They inspire you in a, wow, you know, I never would have thought of it that way. Or you do things differently, and I like the way that you do things, and it makes me want to try my own thing. And it's like, that can be inspiration. And looking up to. Well, I guess looking up to literally means looking up to someone as, oh, you're better than me. But I don't think that's the case. I think look up to of like, wow, I like the way that you do things, and I want to be more like it. I look positively at how you handle things. Every time I go to hang out at Dan at his place, I come back, like, to Jersey, the most motivated man ever. Okay, you'd have to hit me with a mountain to stop me from making a video. I want to make the hell out of a video that week. Because when I go see Dan, I see his creative process, and I'm just like, wow, man, like, he, the way he does stuff is just so fascinating, and him as a creator and as a person, like, man, I really like the way he does stuff, and it inspires me, and I love his content. I want to make the kind of content that he does to the degree that he does, and have the free time that he does. Our interests are a little bit different, but not that much to the point where I'm like, oh, you know, I feel like I could see a version of my life where if I can adapt some of the things that I learned from him into the way that I learn things from, you know, from Hayden or from Skip or from other YouTubers that we know, it's like, well, I kind of am taking little pieces of things that I love to make a better version of me that somebody else will see and they'll want to take from. Hey, Seth, welcome to the stream. Listen, let me explain, okay? We're just trying to get to a ruler. That's all we're trying to do. And we're having a really, like, motivational, deep talk stream. So I hope you're in for that. Because that's all we've been talking about, is we've been talking about YouTube and wholesome stuff. It's been a great time. It's been a wonderful time. Hope you're ready for some soul searching. Yeah, we're gonna be staring out the window on the way to school for a long time this week. Tell you what. Talked about YouTube for 3+ hours now. Yeah, and I barely feel like I scratched the surface. I really do. This is me yapping. I don't feel like I yap. Like, I feel like I talk in my job with the intention of making something for content. That felt like real yapping. That was real yapping for sure. We will raffle off Jay's apartment. The winner is Sicko Blitz. There you go. There goes my house. That's fine. Take it, Blitz. Just take good care of it. Give it back in better condition than you found it, please. Party at Max's house. It's no longer mine. We want to be able to yap, but not having anyone to yap to while streaming. You gotta make videos, man. You cannot grow as a Twitch streamer. Period. That's a fascinating thing that a lot of people don't know. If there's anybody, not to shift the conversation immediately back to YouTube and Twitch and being a content creator, yeah, if anybody wants to, like, be a Twitch streamer, you cannot just be a Twitch streamer. It's I think, like, it's borderline impossible. Wow, Monica City Roll, thank you for the raid. We got 2 raids back to back. Listen, shout out Monica, thanks for joining. We're having a very, you know, wholesome, motivational TED Talk of a live stream while I try to get to Ruler and Splatfest. Whoa! So, hope you don't mind. We're talking about YouTube and Twitch streaming right now, which is what we've been talking about for the last 4 hours. And I feel no sign of slowing down, so, you know, buckle up. But thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate it. Sorry about it. Anywho. We got a 100x for theme park. Oh, good. At least someone's pulling the weight. Cause I don't feel like there's a lot coming from this end of things. You know what I mean? From my end of things. The team theme is gonna break the beam. I guess. I don't know what that means. I don't know what beam we're breaking. I guess to bring the house down on this Splatfest. I don't know. Don't you dare throw that. Oh, you would do that. Oh, you would. How dare you. Anyway, yeah, you gotta make content, because Twitch doesn't have an algorithm, so it doesn't recommend you to any people. You have to get recommended on other platforms and then promote your Twitch through that. It's a weird, convoluted process, but it's a real thing, and it's what you gotta do. And, yeah. I mean, all the big Twitch streamers that you watch now, you didn't hear about them on Twitch. Unless they were in recommended, in which case you're part of the 1% of the people that found them. You hear about them through social media, you hear about them through YouTube or Twitch clips that are posted to YouTube. You know, that's how you find out about them. Videos that they were in, or people they collaborated with, or... you know, stuff like that. That's how you learn about creators. So, that's how you grow a little audience to yap to. And it's fun. Very, very fun. Why did I run into that? I was trying to get around it and then do a splashdown. Didn't work. Early morning That's crazy. That's a crazy title, bro. That's wild. Go bomb. Do something for us, please. I don't know. I don't think we won that, despite the fact that we were feeling pretty good during that game. Yirik, thank you for the 100 bits. The idea is simple. Destroy JayMoji house before he gets back ownership. That's fair. That's honestly fair. It is just the pending doom of making that first truly edited video. Dude, F it. Just put it out there. Who cares, man? If nobody watches it, then who are you embarrassing if nobody watched it? No one saw it. Therefore, it can't be embarrassing. Laser, thanks for the $5. I don't think I can play Media Share. Media Share has been broken. Yeah, Media Share is still broken, Laser. I'm sorry. It has not worked for like months. We need to turn it off. Because it has not been working. I don't know what happened. I should reach out to Streamlabs because like there's videos in here that are stuck. That like won't disappear from like a month ago. It's annoying me. It's really annoying. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry about that. Let's do a pro game since I'm totally winning all these games. Not. This VOD better hit platinum. Is it gonna? I think it will. I think it will. I was on a train of talking about something. Oh, releasing a video. Yeah, no, just do it. Get it done. You're wasting your time and depriving yourself of the satisfaction by not just editing and finishing it and just saying screw it and get uploaded. I learned about this through music, but I realized it translates to video as well. Nothing is ever done. When writing music, yes, just send it, dude. You have to. That's the only way to do it. Nothing is ever done. Your video will never be done. It will be good enough. Nothing will ever be done. Same thing applies to music. I learned this from deadmau5, actually, of all people, when I was learning how to do music. He's like, you could spend literally forever working on a song. And it will always improve slightly, but you'll never release anything. And if you never release anything, I don't think he said any of this. This is my interpretation of it, but it's like, it's true that if you never release anything, then it's like, what's the point of even working on it to begin with? You're making it so that it can be released. It just needs to be good enough to where you feel like, you know what, I gave it my all, and I'm proud of what I've produced. There's probably little tiny details I could fix even more and more and more. You can't perfect something. You never can. The thing applies to videos. I could edit CGI and little bits into every single, you know, frame of a video to make it better, but that would take years to do, and I would never release the video. And I probably would still get the same viewership as if I just made it good and proud and then released it. Instead of, oh, every detail's gotta be perfect, you know? Also, Rizino, thank you for the raid. Wow, a lot of raids are happening. I guess everybody's ending their streams. We're playing Splatfest. I'm just trying to get to Ruler. And then I'm probably gonna wrap up after that. But, we're having a lot of motivational talk. So hope you guys are up for that. I don't know why I'm warning people about that. Motivational talk is great, I think. I love yapping, dude. I really do. It's my favorite. Nothing better than that. And I take pride in that. It is my job, after all, to yap. So if we can yap about something I really care about, that's what's up. It's better to put stuff out and keep making stuff. Yeah, I mean, look, it's a fine line. Everything in life, I think, is a fine line. It's never do it all one direction or do it all in the other. I think it's like, you should work really hard, but allow yourself rest and free time to enjoy life. Both of those things are possible. You should continue working on videos and putting a lot of work into the main thing that you into the work that you put out, whether it's videos or music or art or whatever. You should put a lot of work into it. I agree. And you should keep perfecting it as much as you can until you reach a point. You have to eventually reach that point of like, okay, I put a lot of work into it. A lot of people are gonna love it. I'm proud of it. So let me step back and say, you know what? I did enough for this. Let me give this to the world now, and see how they feel about it. A lot of my music, I was that way. I was like, I could sit here and add a little drum thing here and add a little bass lick there and a little this and that and a little effect, whatever. But I was like, you know what? I'm happy with it. I like what I have. I'm proud of it. I put all of my effort into it. So let the universe have it, you know? Same thing with the videos. I could sit and edit like non-stop crazy into these videos and try and perfect them and make a film. You know what I mean? But then I would be depriving myself of being able to work on other new things I want to work on. I'm depriving you guys of something that you want, you know? When it comes to things like video games, it's kind of a different thing. It's a huge project. A lot of people are working on it. But even video games, every video game could be a little bit better. They have to reach a point of good enough. And I think the bar for good enough should not be acceptable. Those are two different things. I think good enough should be like, you know what? This is the best it can be right now. Everything after this is not going to make a difference of if 1 million people see it or 1,000 people see it. I think this is going to reach people where people are going to love it. They're going to enjoy it. And then I can stop stressing over perfecting it. You know? That's what I would say. Oh, 10x, finally. Anywho. Yeah, you gotta ship it, dude. You just gotta ship it. And again, don't ship it early. That's what YouTube is. Again, another thing about YouTube is learning the balance of when to ship it. It's not as much as you think. That's what I'm learning in my videos is like, I'm like, well, I don't need to spend too long working on the edits. A, because I have 2 editors. So all the work that they put in is definitely going to be more than I would be able to do alone between the 2 of them. But also like, well, let me not do any extra stuff on top of that. Let me just be like, you know what? This is really good. I don't need to make it absolutely insane and unlike anything anyone has ever seen. It's uniquely mine, and it's really good, and it's got just enough flavor where it's like, hey, this is like really high quality and above. It's different from everything else I've seen, so it's unique to this person that created it. So let me enjoy it. Let me interact with it and engage with it and see what else this person will make. You know. I think that's I do believe that is it's really the way to go about it for your own protection, really. We're getting so inspirational and motivated in this chat. You don't even know. You don't even know, dude. You don't even realize. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Oh, get him. Okay. Guy on the right. Okay, I got him out of our spawn at least. Gotta win this game. Gotta like really lock in here. I'm gonna call the two of us out for sure. I kind of want to lock in a little bit because I kind of want to win this. Because this could be the difference between... Yeah, they're in our base now. It's going to be the make or break between getting ruler or not and getting the most out of this Splatfest that I possibly can versus not. Talking about giving it our 100. This is an example of that. Is he above us in our base? He sure is. He's up there. I'm gonna need some help right now, y'all. I'm gonna need some help right now. I don't know if this team is made for winning. Hard to say. We're out in their spawn, I guess. We're out in the mid, which is pretty key. And the whole time that they're in our spawn, like, we're out there getting mid and stuff. I don't know. Yeah, we're not gonna win this. Damn, man! Oh, this sucks. What a blow. What a devastating blow. Well, that sucked. That sucked big time, dude. The one time that I, like, locked in, I was like, yeah, it's time to focus and play. It's just a terrible loss. Oh, man. That's a shame. We had the 10x. I don't win a lot in Splatfest. I realize. It doesn't happen. It does not happen that much. It's okay. Team Palace exists? They do. They're the most popular team, believe it or not. They're too busy playing mirror matches that they don't focus on the little guy. You know? Do-do-do-do. Damn. Damn. We're almost there, y'all. You slay at the game when you're distracted. I really do. I'm gonna get to ruler. I'm trying to get to ruler, but I keep losing. I'm trying really hard to get to ruler, but I just cannot win a game. But it keeps happening. No, we're gonna slay. We're gonna slay. I believe that we can. Play with your eyes closed. There you go. That's good advice. That should do it. That should do the job. That's just the thing I needed to do the trick. Love me some humpback pump track, said no one ever. Just kidding. I'm kidding. Guys, I'm joking. I'm joking. Kidding. Totally kidding, guys. Don't worry. I need to keep talking about YouTube or life advice. And then I'll get some, the beans will spill. And then, did I just say the beans will spill? See, when I'm doing when my brain's not on, I forget what I say, but then I start kicking butt. I don't know why that happens. Make it stop. I don't like it. How to make funny content, I don't know. Dude, I mean, hell, if I know, right? That's the thing where I'm like, damn. You give me advice, but, how I know, yeah. If we don't win this, Logic's new album will never come out. Bro, you can't put stakes like that. This is bigger than us. Don't you understand? This is bigger than us. I keep thinking it costs ink to shoot the fizzy bombs like eggs in Salmon Run, but it doesn't. It really doesn't. Nice. We winning out here. This isn't a 10x, so the stakes aren't, you know, high necessarily, but... That's funny. He tried for so long to get me, but he just couldn't do it. Couldn't manage it. Nice. Time to win. I believe in us. Booyah for you too. Booyah for you too, my friend. I'm gonna use the fizz bangs. Got him for a reason. Use them. Oh, we got a flanker. Got him. But then sometimes when I concentrate, I absolutely wreak havoc like this. And that's awesome. I want more of that. There we go. And this is a game where we win. Why didn't this happen last time? What happened? What happened? Where was that? Where was all that? Anyway. GG's. Pro at gaming. Finally a pro at gaming. This couldn't happen during the 10x? It happened during this loser game that no one cares about? We did it! Clockwork, the JayMoji song? That's crazy. My streamer good at video game. Who's that, Cam? Nice, dude. That's a win. Aimbot. Gotta be. It's the only way. I did turn off my aimbot. I just turned it on now. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't joke about that because, like, I did play modified Splatoon earlier. Single player, obviously, but like, I can't joke about that. We made it to the theme park ruler. I will be eating all the cotton candy, corn dogs, and fried Oreos. You'll bow before me on the Ferris wheel. I did it. I did it, guys. Okay, bye. Goodbye. This stream's over. Bye.